between the characters, the wigs, the costumes, like everything was outlandish, and you just dial the notch all the way up to 10. I feel like because plays are not meant to be exactly all the way true to life, because you turn around, like you'll have an argument with somebody, all of a sudden there's that also is a very unrealistic aspect of someone just busting out singing out of nowhere. But when you take one of those plays and you try to translate into a movie,
What's up, everybody?
Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Video's Family Reunion, I Can Do Better by myself. The movies were nowhere as good or entertaining to me as the plays, and that's because I feel like it just didn't translate well. And even though I didn't necessarily like the movies as good as the plays, I still would support. I still would want to go. I think some of it was FOMO, fear of missing out. Everybody's going to be talking about these movies, so I want to see. I want to be in the know. I want to be able to talk about these movies with everybody. We have been watching Tyler Perry content for so long that when his movies come out, it's kind of like feel you kind of it's like a habit. Like I want to see it.
How's everyone doing? Some video about Tyler Perry about this YouTuber I discovered today. Try is gonna be on the way. Yo,
Yo, what up?
nothing much, nothing much. Trying to fix my camera. What about you? So I had a laugh of the day.
What happened?
So pretty much, everyone's reading Bow Wow because he had a a concert like in Houston that was like 500 people or some shit, and
What's
people were
good
just like, "You said what?"
in the chat?
Yeah, he had a concert pretty much, and everyone's mad at Bow Wow.
Why?
Yeah, because it was just like no one had masks for the concert and stuff like that.
It's,
Everyone's uh,
how
and it's
how are we going to a concert in a pandemic? Like I don't understand that.
for a Bow Wow concert. That's the thing.
That's crazy, man.
They got mad at Trey Songz like last month too.
Right, we talked about that. Hey, man, I don't like Trey Songz that much to go see him in a pandemic.
Saying,
Yo,
"Oh yeah, happy birthday, Aaliyah."
Ronnie, Sam, what's good? Q, Antoine, BJ, what up? Eric, what's good? Ray Sean, wow.
Shit.
That dude that Wendy said raped her. I don't know his song at all, and I saw the video last night.
You mean like Sharik or something
Sharik,
like that?
yeah, never heard of him. Never, and he was on Warner Brothers Records, and I never heard that song ever in my life.
Yeah, he only dropped like one album in '88. and then they said he was on drugs and stuff too. So
And he died. Yeah, he died from cocaine.
it hasn't really been said why how he died though, but people say it was drug related.
Right.
Wow,
Why she coming out? And why is she coming out with that now though? Like, is it because of the movie?
because of the movie, yeah.
So I like Borat. I like the character. I didn't care for the movie, man.
I like the movie. I didn't like the second movie though.
So I like Borat. I didn't even watch the second one.
I know I'm gonna watch One Night in Miami probably tomorrow night.
Is that really good? I heard about it.
Yeah, a lot of people said it's really good. You know, I think they're talking about the Muhammad Ali and Saint Liston fight
Right.
with
Malcolm X again.
Malcolm X,
Mhm.
all that shit. Yeah, I might see it tomorrow night because I know I have to watch some other stuff tonight.
Right. Favorite song from Aaliyah? Oh, he's actually Eric.
Uh,
Sons of Soul was great.
yes,
Well, at least they mentioned that album, Reg, on that other the RG Live show.
oh, facts. How was it?
Yes, a lot better than last week. I think it's because a lot of people was giving them smoke.
For real, because they were
Yeah.
talking about Sunday Night last week.
Last week was ridiculous. So this week they got it right. Because they did mention the albums we talked about, like Babyface, What a Cool in You, Jodeci Diary of a Madman, Sons of Soul, the Janet album they mentioned, Tony Braxton, of course. They got all of the albums that we talked about. They mentioned, and like compared to last week where there was a lot of buffoonery going on in there. I'm like, yo, y'all look crazy, right?
Yeah,
Now they're doing next week. They're doing 1992, and I can't remember every great R&B album that came out in '92. I remember What's the 411 because that was the first year I seen Mary J in concert. But other than that, what else dropped in 1992? It's TLC and Mary J. That's all I remember. And I think the Bobby album came out in '92.
yeah. Bobby, Shantae Moore's Precious, um, R. Kelly and Public Announcement, Born into the '90s.
Okay.
Prince with the Love Symbol album. What else? Jay's first
Ashley
album.
was good.
What's up, Ash?
I thought that was '91. The Love Symbol album was '92.
Yeah, Love Diamonds and Pearls was '91. Love Symbol was '92.
Okay, back to back. Okay.
I mean, yeah, '92 was a solid year for R&B. It wasn't like '93 or '94 though. But
I want to see what they mentioned for '92. I'm pretty sure half of what you just said they're not gonna mention Prince.
Yeah, Shaka Khan's The Woman in Red album in '92. That was a good one.
Wasn't Sade? Didn't Sade drop that album in '92 also?
Yeah, Love Deluxe.
Love Deluxe, right? That was '92. CeCe Peniston was '92 also.
What was '92?
CeCe Peniston, the Finally album.
I thought that was '93.
But I believe that was '92.
Oh wow, okay, bad.
The second album might have been '93 or '94.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're not going to mention CeCe Peniston. They probably won't mention Sade.
Of course, because they want to do like the mainstream, like the
Right.
hip-hop
They're going
music.
for the mainstream. Yeah, the mainstream of releases.
I could have sworn Love Deluxe was Sade's best-selling album.
Was it?
I could have sworn. I have to look it up again. Either that one or Diamond Life.
I thought it was Soldier of Love.
Really? Oh wow, I never heard about that.
I might be mistaken. I didn't never looked up like Sade's sales like that.
Yeah, because I know
Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle album was '91. Or that Burning album was '91.
Yes. That was a dope
Diamond
album.
Life was her best album.
No, I said Parallel Bells Burning. That was a good album. But Diamond Life is a
Right.
good album too.
Yes. I love all her show. I don't think Sade has one bad album though. All of her albums to me were great.
Facts.
You know.
Okay. Y'all don't mind me. I was just getting my laptop charger and shit like that.
Sade, yes. Sade's birthday is today, or it was today, or yesterday.
That's what's up.
What's your like your top 5 Sade songs?
You said top 5 Sade songs?
Yeah.
Your Love Is King. That one song from Stronger Than Pride, Turn Me Loose, some shit like that.
Right.
That one song from Parade, it was like an instrumental. That song, Soldier of Love, and damn, it's from Love Deluxe. I Can't Make You Love Me, some shit like that. What about you?
Sweetest Taboo, No Ordinary Love, Cherish the Day, Soldier of Love. What else? Your Love Is King.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the instrumental is called Punch Drink from the Promise album. I love that instrumental.
That was good.
Yeah, man. To me, her third album, the Stronger Than Pride album, that's probably my favorite album. To be real with you, it has more of a groove into it, you know.
Yeah, Chubby Pie, that was a good song.
Turn My Back on You, that was the song from that album too.
Yep.
I can't wait to just. You said what?
So we need a new Sade album. It's time.
I heard she was working on an album too.
That's what I heard last year, but we didn't get nothing.
Cause I heard she was working on some stuff with Drake, allegedly.
Right. Yeah, because he got a Sade tattoo on him.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think she could pull it off though. I think Sade, because Sade don't do a lot of collabs, so you lucky if you do a collab with her.
Facts.
And I think Drake could pull it off just for like the type of lane that he's in.
Yeah, that's why it won't be too much of a stretch.
Right.
Like that, but still, I know how Drake.
Let me tell you, I'd rather hear Drake with Sade than Drake with Griselda or anything like that.
Oh God.
I just don't think it's a match with them.
Yeah, let's be grateful about that.
Right. Better lyricist, Beanie Siegel or Petey Crack? Beans for me.
Oh, Beanie.
Petey Crack was dope. I wish he had dropped the album.
Oh shit! I forgot. Yeah, we definitely gotta talk about some B. Siegel this year.
Yes.
The Becoming. We gotta discuss that one.
Definitely.
Boy, I got a lot of shit accomplished today.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. Low-key, I hate that my car is still fucked up, but it's actually giving me more time to work on my music and my thesis and shit, so.
Right. What's good with Shorty? Shorty? You good?
Oh. Yeah, I was just talking to her earlier and shit, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she's dealing with some family situations, so
right.
She's got to go get some rest. Shit. But yeah, y'all, I'm actually talking to somebody, just to let y'all know. That's all I want to tell y'all for right now.
Ronnie said we should do a review on the Truth album.
Yeah, The Truth, definitely. I should have had that album, if I'm not mistaken.
The first Jadakiss album. We've been talking about doing that for a minute.
Yeah, I said I was going to get a physical copy when I talked about that album.
That's right.
Since I have Kiss of Death, I was like, it's only right I get a physical of Jadakiss.
Right. Favorite album from Sherelle?
I've never heard a Sherelle album. Keep it a buck with you, so I can't even answer that.
Me neither.
I mean,
You know
she's a
some
good
of her
singer.
songs?
Good
Huh?
singer though, but
Yeah.
mm. Oh, speaking of female singers, I'm going to do a tiebreaker
Mhm.
tomorrow because I know Angela Winbush's Sharp album and the Fuzz Hyman's You Can Make Me Love Me album. That's the top ones and shit like that. So I'll see what y'all pick. Because
Right.
personally, I kind of want to talk about the Angela Winbush more, to be real with you, but I'll let y'all decide. And Unidisc playing with my orders taken too long. Oh, somebody's playing with your mail order, Eric? Man, I know the feeling. Oh, yeah, shout out to Eric. He got me the fucking Soul to Soul Club Classics album and shit.
Classic.
Yes, I'm gonna get him the T.I.'s trap music because I might order one for myself too.
Another classic album.
Yeah, that was, in my opinion, his breakthrough album.
Yes, definitely. I love his first 6 albums. After Paper Trail is like his music was a hit.
And it's crazy. Speaking of T.I., I actually heard his recent album with Shamar last night.
Mm,
It was a weird album because it feels like the first half it was like trap, and then the second
mhm.
half it got like Black Lives Matter and Breonna Taylor, which
Very.
I'm cool with that, but I feel like the transition was kind of bad. It was kind
But
of off on the album.
Ti is fake woke though. Like we know he's rubber band man. He's trapping on the block, and all of a sudden you woke.
That's the same way how I feel about Meek Mill and shit. Because now Meek Mill
Right.
was trying to say some shit about the Capitol riots, talking about, oh, this is some real KKK shit. But this was the same dude that you wouldn't even give kids that you only gave some kids $20 just to help
Exactly.
them out with some shit. But okay,
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, you talking about helping your community. How the fuck is $20 helping your community? But
Sam
me
said we
personally,
should do Gangsta and the Gentleman.
yes. But to be
That's
honest
right.
with you, I'm
Uh-huh.
more for. I wanted to also talk about Super Extraordinary Gentlemen too.
That's a dope
I actually
album.
prefer that. Yeah, I actually prefer that album over Gangsta and the Gentleman. Believe it or not.
Right.
Blow my mind. Ooh, I love that shit, man. Ooh, yeah, New York Undercover, man.
Yes.
Classic. We definitely got to talk about that.
Yes. The whole series. That's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
I'm trying to get like the full series too, but I can't find it anywhere.
On DVD?
Yeah, because it's never been released in DVD.
Yeah,
But
it's not released on DVD.
I know people made homemade copies and shit, but
Right.
I gotta see how my money is before I spend like $80, $90 for that shit. Because believe it or not, Rock has never been released on DVD, but I have to pay like $30 for the whole series and shit.
Right.
Which I cannot wait to talk about Rock too, man. I cannot wait.
Antoine said I bought 3 hip-hop albums this Wednesday: Houdini Bag of Tricks, Dr. Octagon, and Deltron 3030. Okay. I never
I
heard the
heard
Houdini 93 album.
me neither. I haven't heard anything after Open Sesame to be real with you.
Same. I remember they did the 6 album on Social Death, but I never listened to that though.
I heard a little bit of that. It was
Mm,
alright.
it was alright.
It was alright.
See, Jermaine Dupri production and Houdini, I just was like, nah, I don't think it's a great fit for them at that time.
But respect to J-Man and Pre because when he was little, he actually danced with Houdini in the Freaks Come Out at Night
Right,
video. So
right.
he pretty much got them the spotlight. But still,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the song that they did with Terminator X that we only get it
Yes.
from me.
All
That
about the
shit,
money, something like that.
yeah,
Fire.
fire ass joint.
Yes,
If they
definitely.
had that,
That's an album. That's an album that nobody talks about. That Terminator X album.
I love that album, man.
They
That one
keep.
and the first album too.
Yeah, definitely. Super out of
Favorite
print.
song, yeah, favorite song from Cool G Rap and DJ Polo. Oh shit, damn. I'm gonna have to go with Crime Pays.
When it did all live,
Yes.
that joint. Yeah, that's why I didn't listen to it because I just felt like Jermaine for the music that Jermaine was doing at that time. I'm like, that don't fit Houdini, you know.
Exactly.
All comes down to the money. That's the joint, yeah. With that
Hmm.
chick that was singing on it, I forgot her name. That was dope.
But to me, I feel like the Open Sesame album is way better than Escape because I feel like Larry
Right.
Smith's production was so elevated at that time and shit,
Yeah,
man.
I had that on cassette back in the day, and I only remember two songs off of that album: the Be Yourself joint and My Body. That's it.
Oh man, Funky
The Body
Beat, my
joint.
nigga. Funky Beat's my shit. Like,
Monkey D was on that album.
yeah. One Love was on that album.
The Open Sesame joint.
Yeah, One Love was on that album. Yeah.
The one with where they on like on the flying rug or some shit. It's like a yellow album cover.
No, no, Open Sesame was one with the blue cover, all three of them posing and shit like that. Cause the one with the
Nah,
flying,
I think Open Sesame is the one with the where they all like on a it look like a flying Aladdin rug or some shit.
let me double check. I could be wrong though. Hold on. Cause I know the album you're talking about. I know the album. I just forgot the name of it. Oh yeah, you are right. Back in Black was the one that came after
Back
Escape.
in
That's
Black.
what I was
Right.
thinking about. You right.
Open Sesame. I only remember two songs off of there. I didn't play that album much.
Yeah, that was the one I never heard. Back in the Black was the one I was
Yeah,
referring to. Okay.
that one was
My
good.
fault.
Yeah, back in
My fault. Yo,
Karma
Ray,
Chameleon. Hmm?
I never heard Culture Club like that, yo.
I got like four Culture Club albums with Karma Chameleon on it. Well, my favorite one is the one. What's the album? The one with Time After Time. That, not Time After Time. It's called Time, and I want to say Time Before You was on that album. I got like four of them on vinyl, but yeah, that was like one of my favorites. Like growing up was Culture Club, Boy George and that whole gang. I didn't listen to anything after like the '80s, like the '90s stuff. I don't know none of the '90s stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not really too familiar with that shit to be real. But
Right?
I did like Boy George when he was singing with Luther in that Motown Returns to the Apollo.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. I remember that.
Would you get?
'80s pop, man. Nothing like '80s pop music.
Yeah, 80s pop, 80s R&B, which is a lot
Mhm.
more beat.
Right.
Like Patrice Rushen, man. I fuck with Patrice Rushen.
Yes. Patrice Russian. Yes. Definitely. Better lyricist, Rev Run or DMC. Wow.
I'm
That's
gonna
a
have to
good
go
one.
with DMC.
Hmm. I don't know. I never. That's a tough one. I like both of them.
I've never really considered them like lyricists though, to keep it a buck with you. So
I mean, they were good for their time. You know what I'm saying? Like they're
yeah,
not like on Nas level and shit, but they were great for their time. I do like DMC's verse from Christmas and Hollis. I like his verse better than Run's on. You know what I'm
respect.
saying? Cindy Lauper, I have that also on vinyl. That was a class. That one we're gonna talk about. That was a classic album.
Her best album.
Yes, I ain't hear nothing after that. So yeah, that Cindy Lauper album I love.
Yo, I cannot wait till we talk about Anita Baker though. I really cannot
Yes,
wait.
definitely.
Sharon Stone or Diane Keaton. I'm gonna go with Sharon Stone because I'm more familiar with her work.
Same, and she the better looking female.
Right.
Diane Keaton. What up? What up, BJ?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was talking to BJ literally all day today
Yeah.
and shit. Okay. So I'm actually gonna make an attempt to listen to LL Cool J's Go album tonight.
His new album?
No, the GOAT from 2000.
Oh, oh, you never heard it?
I mean, I've heard it, but it's been years since I've heard it.
I loved it. I loved it. It's a solid album. That's his last good album, definitely. Like you, when you hear it, you could tell the difference from everything else after it.
Well, I already know.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like the features on there were great. The production,
I know
you know.
one track he tried to have like a 4-3-2-1-2
hmm
with Method, Redman, DMX. I want to say J.O. Felton was on that one.
hmm Forget about it. No, that's the other one. He had two because he had the West Coast one with Snoop and J.O. and Exhibit, and then
Oh,
he had the one Forget About It with DMX and Red and Meth was on there.
and I was like, I wonder who was missing. But
Yeah, right.
yeah, I wonder who was missing. I was like, something's missing. I'm not talking about Master P.
Right. You know, you had Prodigy on that album. You had Ja Rule was on there.
That
Um,
background alone going, yo,
Kelly Price was on there.
LaShawn,
Rockwaller. No,
LaShawn was on there too, if I'm not mistaken.
that's on was on there.
Oh no, she wasn't on there. I was thinking about Mr. Smith. I'm sure.
Mad people were on there. And I don't know what happened. After that, it's like he went down.
He just got too comfortable.
Yeah. Something. I can't find any Memphis Bleak coming of age on vinyl. 90s Ice Cube, definitely.
Yeah, 90s Q.
2000 Ice Cube, hell no. I don't like no 2000 album. Yeah, definitely. He ain't been the same since then. Go.
70s Michael Jackson or 80s Michael Jackson? That's a good question.
80s Michael Jackson.
Yeah, fucking 80s. Fuck it. '90s Mary J. Blige or 2000 Mary J. Blige.
90s, maybe. Pick a classic 80s album to add to your collection. Something that I don't have now, or something that I already have.
Renee and Angela, Street Called Desire.
That's an album that I wouldn't mind having. That was great.
That album is just beautiful as fuck, man.
Right.
Despite Renee's crazy ass eyes and shit.
Um, Marvin Gaye, I Want You. That album. That was from the 80s,
76.
76. What's the name of that Smokey album we discussed? That was from the 80s or
The Quiet Storm, yeah, that was 70s too.
72? I can't think of an 80s album that it probably have to be something from Prince. Like 1999. I don't have that.
Oh
It would have
wow.
to be like that. Yeah, I don't. I started with Purple. I was introduced to Prince with Purple Rain. Same was Michael with Thriller. So everything before then, I had to go back and listen to them.
I don't
So
know why I thought we had that album, but shit.
nah, the early stuff. Half of Prince shit is out of print anyway. But the early stuff I have to go back and listen to. But my introduction to Prince was Purple Rain, and then everything after that. And Michael, everything from Thriller after, everything before Thriller. You know, Jackson 5 stuff. I have to go listen to that.
Do y'all like the Joan Girls? They were pretty straight.
They were cool. I'm not familiar with all of their stuff though.
Unpopular opinion. I like their version of Who Can I Run To over Escapes.
Okay, I like both. I mean, Escape Zone was great though. I thought it was a great song.
Oh yeah, it was good, but I like the instrumentation more on the Jones Girls version. Yeah, I remember the song "Freeze" by LL featuring Life Jennings. Oh God, I remember that bullshit.
What album that's from?
I want to say that was from the Todd Smith album.
I didn't hear that album. Did not hear it. After the Definition, that was it for me.
It's hard to control myself. That song with J Lo was on it.
I remember that song, but I didn't listen to the album.
90s
90s
got
Usher.
good.
Nine, 2000s Usher, but
Same.
up until Here I Stand, I want to say. Raymond versus Raymond, I like. I know some people don't like that album, but I don't know because like he had some albums where it was like I thought Looking for Myself was mediocre, but it wasn't
Which
great. Looking for Myself,
trash.
you didn't like it. That's the one with Climax and with was it Scream? Scream was on that album, I think. That was like his EDM album. But I like some songs, but it wasn't a great album. Here I Stand, I like some songs. It wasn't a great album to me. You know,
Underrated.
I I want to say like my favorites from the 2000s was Confessions and Raymond versus Raymond. I mean, even with 8701, it was okay. It was not my favorite. The 90s stuff, like his first one I love, My Way's my favorite. But I think well he released more stuff in the 2000s anyway, but I only really loved two albums from him during the 2000s, you know. But he came out with big hits. But the albums I don't feel like all his albums in the 2000s were great, but he had the big hits in the 2000s.
I never heard the live album he came out with, like I think in '99 or 2000.
The live album,
Yeah,
I never heard that. Where did he do the live where did he do the concert at?
that part I have no idea. I just saw it like on his discography. I was like, I never heard that shit.
'Cause I remember seeing I want to say it was HBO. They had a live concert when he was in Puerto Rico.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I believe Fat Joe was like a guest. Fat Joe was there with him, but that was way back. I saw that.
Yeah, BJ. I do listen to Donny Hathaway. Somebody asked something about Donny in this chat or what?
Honey, yeah, I remember Honey. Honey was on with Worldwide Underground Volume One.
Yeah, the one from the
Or
oldest
was it New America Volume One?
New
That was New
America.
America. Yeah, that I remember. I like the video for that where she was like in the record store
Yep.
and like you see like she looked like looking for vinyl and stuff. That was dope.
Believe it or not, a lot of those albums I got into because of that video.
Oh, really? Just by watching it?
Yeah, like the Eric B. and Rakim Paid in Full,
Right,
The Day I Sold 3 Feet High and Rising. Because I
right.
was like, I think 10 or 11 or 12 when that video came out. So I was just like, oh shit.
Oh wow. Yeah, like she was doing the vinyl covers came to life or whatever. I like that.
Yeah. The Omatic, I was like, oh, that's hot.
Right. Bob Bass versus Dougie. I gotta give it to Dougie, man. That's like the greatest party entertainer ever. When you want to get a show started, you call Dougie Fresh for that.
I saw Dougie Fresh twice live before and shit.
I saw him once, and he was great. Man. He was everything that you seen on TV for Dougie. He was in person. Like he knows how to start a party. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
definitely a legend.
Sam's asking me, does your father like hip hop? I mean, he likes a few hip hop, but he's more like a reggae dancehall person.
Oh wow. What's his favorite reggae artist?
Like he loves like Bob Marley, like Gregory Isaacs, Jimmy Cliff, like a lot
I
of the
love
reggae he likes. I got into and stuff like that. That's just
love
cute about.
Bob. But Bob had like the best albums, man. Survival and Kaya, and you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, Kaya.
Uprising. Yeah, Kaya, Uprising. Some great albums, man. Bob, we definitely got to talk some Bob Marley, man. Doing a disservice to the whole genre, not even talking about reggae. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I told you like 2021. I'm definitely gonna talk
Yeah,
about reggae and dancehall on this channel.
definitely, definitely. Um, I got We Are Family, but I got it on vinyl. I don't got the CD. That's a classic album too. I wanted to talk about that. I know the anniversary is this month.
I never really been a Sister Sledge
Sister
fan
Sledge.
like this.
They got one of the hottest songs on that album was turned into another hot song by somebody else.
Who? What was it?
The what's the name of the song? He's the greatest DJ. He's the greatest dancer.
Oh yeah, the
Will
one the
Smith
one.
sampled that for Getting Jiggy with It. Like just that guitar part, that shit is fire.
Yeah. I
Curtis
remember.
May, go
You
ahead.
said what?
Curtis Mayfield or Isaac Hayes. That's a good one.
Ooh, shit. Damn.
That's a good one. I think I listened to more Curtis Mayfield and Isaac Hayes in the past year just because we were discussing it on here than any other time.
Yeah, man. I'm more familiar. I want to say that Curtis Mayfield music is definitely more listenable than Isaac. I love Isaac Hayes though, but I want
Mhm.
to say after 75, he was kind of hit or miss for me.
Right. Around the World in a Day, classic Prince album,
Very good.
underrated.
Yes.
Raspberry Beret, America.
Condition.
What else? Huh?
Um, I think that condition of the lonely heart or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, Pop Life, one of my favorite Prince songs.
Yes. I love that song.
Underrated album. Nobody talks about that album.
That was
Definitely a
really
great
the
album.
first surprise album to keep it a buck with you.
And when you get it on vinyl, like the vinyl layout is just so dope. Like the way it was illustrated with the Paisley Park trees and stuff, and
Right.
like the album cover, the way it was painted and all that. I love that album cover.
And I love the way how he recreated it for the Raspberry Beret video.
Right, right. But yeah, he wearing that suit with the clouds on it and shit.
Yeah.
And he had like the white guitar that Apollonia bought him in Purple Rain. That was
Yeah.
dope. Definitely a classic.
And mind you, he didn't want to put out no singles for that album because that album really, not a lot of people know this, but that was originally supposed to have came out after 1999.
Oh, word?
Yeah, because he literally worked on Purple Rain literally like last minute. Because you notice how every year he always drops an album except for like '83 because most of the time he was working on the Purple Rain movie
Right,
and stuff like that. So and then after Purple Rain, that's when he got back to the yearly albums and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
right. BJ said I posted my. I didn't see it. You posted your Prince collection. I didn't see it on there.
I saw, yeah, because
You saw it?
I saw a little bit because I gave him your Instagram and shit like that
Yeah,
too.
I didn't see it, yo. Yellow Man, yeah, Yellow Man was dope.
I need to listen to more of his shit. I know Karis once sampled him a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, Peter Tosh. That's another
Peter
one.
Tosh. Yep, Peter Tosh is dope.
The
Um,
Legalize It. I love the Legalize It album.
that was great. Rita Marley,
Hell, UB40. Fuck it.
UB40, another group that doesn't get no respect. I think they got hated on too because they were white and they were doing reggae. But
But
man,
they didn't hate
huh?
on like the Clash.
No, they didn't hate on them.
Mm.
But I mean, like to Jamaicans, like like the same way when Snow came out with Informer and he was hated on, is the same way they looked at UB40. But the songs they did was undeniable. When you listen to Red Red Wine,
Yes.
that's a classic song for any genre. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
big.
And they brought out like quality music. You know what I'm saying? And they legit definitely grew up on a lot of stuff. My mother played a lot of the UB40 around the house. So um, all of those songs, man. The train is coming from Money Train. Um, I forgot that song they did for the Sliver movie. They did like so many joints. It's like yo, like it was it was it was crazy. They just was in their own lane at that time, you know.
'Cause all this time I thought they were black too. I didn't know they were white until years ago.
Right. But that again, like that never mattered in my household. It's like if you could have been white and still a dope artist, and we play you. So when my mom would throw on UB40, or she threw on Elton John or Lisa Stansfield, that's just what it was, yo. We didn't care about color.
Right.
Have I smoked weed? Yeah, I smoked weed. Who hasn't?
Ronnie
Yeah,
says
mountains. Huh?
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was saying to Eric, mountains and Girls and Boys are my favorite from the Parade album.
From the Parade album, my favorite one is either that, Mountains, or Life Can Be So Nice.
Yes, definitely great song. The Snow. I listened to the first Snow album. I didn't hear the second one. And he went to school with like some cousins I had in Canada because like they all played soccer together, and they were telling me like he like how he was on the soccer field and all that. So, and I wasn't into Snow back then. Like I remember the songs, but like many years later, I like the album now for what it was. But I wasn't like heavy into Snow back then.
Yeah, to me with Snow, there's a few songs I like from him here and there, but I'm not like a big expert or religious follower to his music.
He was literally like doing singing and rapping and chanting all in one. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear the first album, when you hear Informer, and it's like he doing rapping and he's like chanting at the same time on that song. And then when you hear um that second single, Girl I've Been Hurt, and he's singing on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like what we hear now from Drake was done before Drake. And even back then they gave Snow a hard time when he did all that. Cause they felt like he wasn't authentic or whatever.
And mind you, both of them are from Canada too.
And both of them from Canada. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Canada got something out there that they got the something in the water out there.
Shit. Favorite song from Cool in the Game. Ooh, you don't
Um,
have to change.
Favorite song Tonight. Love that song. Joanna, Ladies
Okay.
Night. Um, there's so many, man. That's another group that my mom played around the house. So we got all that vinyl, all of the Cool in the Game vinyl, best of Cool in the Game. You
Yeah,
know,
man. Like I said, I'm more of a fan of like the earlier shit when they were like more jazzier.
right?
I mean, I can't hate on the disco, the Earth, Wind, and Fire influence. I can't hate on that.
And they did it well though. You know what I'm
They did.
saying? Because it's like a real band that's playing their real instruments. I thought they did it well. You know, just like when Queen did the disco thing, they did it well, even though that
Hmm.
wasn't really their thing. You know?
Oh, I'm surprised you're not hearing this in the background. I'm listening to Peter Tosh legalize it.
Okay.
I'm
Legalize
surprised
it.
y'all already say
I
that
didn't
shit.
I didn't notice that. I thought you had the TV on or something.
Oh, the TV is on. I'm playing it through my
Oh,
Fire Stick. Yeah,
and
Goodbye
Nas,
Yellow Brick was my favorite one too.
Nas album, yeah, that should have been out. Nas and AZ.
There's a lot of non-collab albums that shit came out.
Yeah. We still waiting for Nas and Primo and Nas and AZ. There was a time when they would talk about Nas and Common album,
Yeah, I heard about that one.
you know. Yeah, Hollywood swinging, yeah, that was fire.
Love that song.
Um,
See, compare that Hollywood swinging to songs like Ladies Night and shit like that. You can definitely hear like the difference and shit.
right. Celebration.
Celebration could have been the Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Yeah, it does because it sounds like something they would do,
It's not like
like a collab mesh with them.
but
You know,
anything is better than the yacht rock era. Oh god.
is that when they were wearing like the bright pants and shit?
Like they were most like wearing like white. Yeah.
They sequin stuff. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. And y'all niggas get mad at when Michael McDonald came to the Doobie Brothers and shit. Nigga. Do y'all remember this? Joanna?
Right, and they in the diner singing to
Oh,
the
I
waitress,
don't
and they
believe
all got on the leather outfits. Yo, that was like one of the very first videos I seen as a kid. Was watching them sing to this lady in the diner, and JT has like the yellow leather outfit on.
Oh my
I'm
god.
like, bro, what they wear? What is that you wearing? Like leather boots and all? You know what I mean? What is that?
I
That was
want
80
you
swag back then.
I want y'all to look at the Soul Train performing when they did Jungle Boogie. I looked how pimped out those outfits are and shit. Then look at that bullshit. Even the Cherish video. Oh my.
Right? Yeah, I remember that video too. Yeah.
You know what I might do this year? I might pick like three Cool in the Gang albums, one from each era, and explain to
Mhm.
them why I believe the sound was so different and shit. I might even talk about that trashy ass Cool in the Gang album, man.
What, Cherish?
Yeah, yeah, I might even talk about that because I'm sick and tired of always like
I don't
talking
know.
shit about albums without
I
actually
don't know.
just
I don't know if I would call it trash now. I don't know. I mean, unless you compare it to like the other stuff, though.
yeah.
So it's,
Because
it's not
mine
one
just
of your favorites in the discography.
nah.
Yo, that video was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And Ronnie, it's crazy because niggas hate on the Rays album so fucking much. Niggas hate on the Rays album. They talk so much shit about Rays and Faces. But I'm just like, at least Earth, Wind, and Fire stayed Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like
They
cool
they
again, try
experimented with their sound. I don't hate them for that though.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of artists do it. You know, I just mentioned Usher did that with the Looking for Myself album. It was all EDM stuff on it compared to his the usual R&B stuff he do. You know what I'm saying? Some people
Yeah.
gonna like it, some people gonna hate it. Do y'all remember Blackberry Molasses? Yep.
I didn't know that was
Bobby.
Bobby Valentino's group.
Yeah. Mister.
Oh wow. I
I
never knew
remember
that.
that song. I remember the song.
Yeah, that's a cool song.
On and On by Janet. What song? What album that's from again?
I feel like that's from one of her latter albums. So
Yeah, I don't. It's not registering what album it's from. Don't remember that song.
favorite song from the Stylistics. People make the world go round.
Great song. Definitely love that song.
Russell Tompkins, man. I'm sorry. One of the greatest falsettos in soul history.
Um, I got One Temptations album on vinyl. It has like a white background, white cover.
Yeah, believe it or not, I also have one Temptations album. I used to have David Ruffin's Gentleman Ruffin on vinyl, but I sold it. Wait, Backstabbers is out of print? You're kidding. You would think that would get reissued a couple times. Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah, I'm watching the reggae song that was on the Cosby Show. One motherfucker was like, I said it, man.
Yeah, I love that.
For
I
real.
posted that clip on my IG like 2 years ago. That's when
I
Denise was like dating those weirdos, and Cliff wasn't having it. He didn't want her dating nobody, yo.
I said it, man. I said he got
And then
some.
she's chiming in with that dude. And Cliff is like, he's like sitting in his favorite chair with his newspaper, and he's like looking down like, what's going on here?
Yo, I don't care what no one says. Bill Cosby's face now whole. He didn't have to say a word. I just busted out laughing.
His facial expressions was funny as it is, man.
And that's what makes a good comedian. If you don't have to say
Right.
a word, I can get a laugh from you.
Right.
Like, yeah, I gave Bill Cosby compliments. Yeah.
You don't need to hear from us.
No, I think my favorite one was when Christoph St. John played like the nigga that was always
The
criticizing
nature
shit.
boy, that nature dude, yeah. And he remember that time when he met Cliff for the first time and he sat down and he was wearing 2 different colored socks? Yo.
And then he was
Bro, that's
like,
a style now. Like you can actually meet somebody's parents like that.
I was
You know what I'm
dying.
saying? You could literally wear like 2 different like colored sneakers and it's like normal now in this day and age.
Exactly. See, I remember when Theo came down and he changed the music.
Right. He was like, nah, you gotta give it a chance, bro. He's like, what is this crap that you listening to?
That happened with one of my roommates. He literally tried to change the song. I think I was listening to some Keith Sweat or something. He's like, yo, I want to change the song. He's like, yo, put my song back in the Pacific.
Right. He was like, you gotta give it a chance, bro. Yeah.
But I was like, she married Martin and then she had Olivia and all that shit.
Right. Exactly. I'm like, out of all the people that you was with, yo.
Oh.
Now see in real life though, Lenny Kravitz is perfect for her. That would be the typical guy that Denise would have dated would be Lenny Kravitz.
Exactly. No, nothing was as funny as when Vanessa brought Dabness over.
Right.
I'm knocking on 30. Motherfuckers don't do it.
Older than her, bro. He was milfing at that time. We didn't know what it was back then though.
He was what?
Dabness was milfing back then.
Hell yeah.
We didn't know what it was. We didn't know what to call it back in the 80s. We're like, what's milfing? And somebody had said that to us back in like 85, 86. We're like, what? What's milfing?
But Loki, I'm surprised the Cosby Show did an episode like that. I was always surprised.
I mean, because that happens. That's happens. I mean, like I said, like now, that's normal for people to milf, and that's part of society now, where like older women can date a younger man. If a younger man do it, if an older man do it for a younger woman, is pedophilia. Then
Exactly.
they got something to say about R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
Well, R. Kelly was different. Let's
You know what I
but
mean though? Like if you know what I'm saying? If Vanessa was out in 2021 and she was dating a Dabness, that would be controversy. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? If that how old Dabness was what, like 30 years old on the Cosby Show?
Yeah,
Right. And Vanessa was what, like what, 17, 18,
like 19.
19. Right. That would still be looked upon. They would frown on him for that. If a woman do it, if that was Denise playing upon like Justin Bieber or some shit, it's accepted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. This is my thing. I'm just gonna be real. Usually, if you're over 18 and stuff like that, let's just say you're 18, 19,
Right.
and an 18, 19 want to state like a 24, 25-year-old.
Mhm.
I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't date someone who's like 18 or 19. That's me personally. I would say
Right.
20. But if she's mature, if y'all start off dating, like let's just say y'all start off slowly dating, and then y'all, let's just say she turned 20, and then y'all fully developed a relationship, then I'm cool
Right.
with it.
Right.
Cause I can't. I've dated a few. You know, y'all know my situation and shit. So
See, you see the different older women when if older women tell you bluntly what it is, and if they plan on seeing you that same night, they bring an overnight bag. Young women don't do that.
no,
Younger chicks don't, especially if they got kids. They got to go home before 5 a.m. You know, to get their kids ready for school and all that.
for
You know what I'm
real.
saying? Older women know what they want and they tell you what it is. Though they don't play games like the younger chicks. That's the difference that I've seen with older women and younger women. You know what I'm saying? If an older woman is coming over after midnight, she bring an overnight bag because she know what it is. Younger chick ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, you right about that.
Hey Ronnie, I actually got that Patra album, the Center of Attraction. I ordered that from Amazon. It was like one left on Amazon. But I love her first album, Queen of the Pack. That's a classic dancehall album. Better vocalist, Teddy Pendergrass or Luther? Reg, I want you to answer this because we talking Luther discography on Valentine's Day.
Luther.
And I admit, I am, even though my mom was blasting Luther, I was not really a fan of his music like that. I know his songs, but I have yet to hear like a full Luther album. I might have to definitely do my Luther homework before Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah. I mean, Teddy's a good vocalist too, though.
Right,
Let's be real.
right, yeah. Like Teddy, I know a lot of Teddy music too. Y'all remember the song "Separated"? Yeah, Avant. That was a big hit,
Fuck,
underrated singer. Huh?
fuck Avant.
You know, like Avant.
He didn't
Avant,
argue.
Avant got feel. I don't feel like, yo. I saw the Avant on song. I don't feel like he was R. Kelly at all. Like they were from the same place, but I don't feel like they sounded the same.
He's R. Kelly's understudy too.
You think so? I never got that vibe from him though. I felt like he had his own style.
He even looks like he could be related to R.
He
Kelly.
looked like R. Kelly, yeah, but that's probably the styling when they styled him for his videos and shit. He looked like R. Kelly though. Like a lot of different shades he used to wear, he looked like R. Kelly.
Nigga has to rely on Kiki Wyatt for it.
And that's a collab album he should have did. He should have did one with Kiki Wyatt. Because every song they did, they killed it together.
Mm. Antoine said, "Reg, you listen to Blue Magic?" I listen to some of their stuff. I'm not like a big expert on their music like that. I know this on Sideshow.
Nia Long or Teresa Rand. Nia Long, definitely.
Who's Teresa Randall again?
She's from Sugar Hill. She was in Sugar Hill. She was in what else? She was in Bad Boys. She played Martin Lawrence wife in Bad Boys.
Let me get it. I have to see the face. Hold on. Oh,
She
Nia
was in
Long.
Girl Six. She played the call girl in Girl Six, the Spike Lee film.
Yeah, Nia Long. She's kind of basic to me. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I haven't seen Teresa Randall since Bad Boys. Like she don't really do nothing else.
Vivica A. Fox with Nia Long back in the 90s.
Yes. Before Vivica got the surgery done on herself.
I don't care. She still looks good to me.
But there was a time when she wasn't looking good like that. Like she had like too much facial implants and shit.
If you see some of these white celebrities with plastic surgery, man,
Yeah, I know.
Vivica, Vivica still looks fine.
Yeah.
Trust me.
There's a lot of them that don't look good with that with the surgery, you know.
Oh, see, I never actually heard the Janet remix album, my nigga. I've heard 70 Love Groove before.
I never heard it. I didn't know she had a remix album.
Yeah, it came out like in 94 and 95.
Never heard
I
it.
heard the Michael remix album, and that was okay.
Like,
Actually, I'm gonna put it to you bluntly. The Michael remix album, the remixes suck on that album, but
I never bought it.
I'm mad because he did not have the Scream remix with Tretch on the album.
Right.
It was all like this Nine Inch Nails
Hmm.
influence. And I love Nine Inch Nails. I'm like,
Right.
okay,
But for
Michael,
Michael,
nah.
nah. And that's probably I remember when it came out. I was like my Michael remix album. It's a shame he didn't have classic remixes though.
He
Like
did it.
Madonna had classic remixes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Prince had a
Mariah had classic remixes, Mary J. But you would think for Michael, people would be rushing to do a remix for him, and he just didn't have no memorable remixes.
Yeah, and even with the Blood on the Dance Floor, I love Blood on the Dance Floor. I love Superfly Sister. Ghost was cool. More, if you would have based an EP out of that and animated
Right,
like two remixes, that would have
right.
been cool.
I agree.
Oh, BJ, Fleetwood Mac all day, every day. Because let's be
I
real.
know, I know some of Fleetwood Mac songs, but I didn't hear like none of the albums.
Yeah, I would start with the Rumors album if I were you.
The Rumors,
Yeah,
when that came out.
77.
Okay. You're a fan? Anybody a fan of Kansas?
I like some of this stuff.
Like I got the greatest hits, the Kansas greatest hits.
Ooh,
Got some joints on there.
I know they've been sampled a lot in hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that song, Going in Circles.
Carry On. Carry On is like one of their biggest hits.
Carry on your
Yeah.
wayward son.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's in the game Rock Band. That's how I started playing a lot of those songs was that game in Guitar Hero.
yeah. I used to watch a lot of VH1 and them Time Life infomercials, and that's
Yeah,
all.
yeah, it's on. Yeah, you find a lot of those songs on those commercials and shit.
For real.
You know.
Like if it wasn't for them Time Life commercials, half of my rock collection I would not even have, man, my nigga.
Right.
You know what, Sam? I'm not mad that you said Tusk is better than Rumors because I feel like Tusk is very underrated too.
Tusk.
But
There was a horror film called Tusk. That shit was hilarious. So
oh, Sam, you a fan of Creedence Clearwater? Well, you know that doesn't surprise me, Sam, because you like a lot of rock music. So
favorite Pink Floyd album,
Dark Side of the Moon.
the Transformers film.
Oh,
You know. I think that's the only film where Optimus Prime doesn't die in. Like all other films, he died in. I'm like, it got repetitive after a while. How come Optimus gotta always die in a Transformers film?
my question is how they transform, how they robots, but they die. That's my question. I thought robots was indestructible.
No, the robot can die. You know, you can fix them. but because like they have like the all they have like they're robots, but they have like the all spark that's like the life essence, and once you take out the all spark, then they die. But you can bring them back as like see like when Megatron in the 80 in the was it 86, 87 film, in the animated film, Megatron got redesigned as Galvatron, so it was like the same essence of Megatron, but he was in a whole new body that Unicron gave him. You know what I'm saying? So when you give the all spark to somebody else, like Hot Rod, when they gave the all spark to Hot Rod, he became Rodimus Prime. He became Optimus Prime's brother, his younger brother, whatever. It's weird, but you can kill him off though. But Optimus came back in every film. I'm like, that's the storyline. They kill Optimus off in the beginning, then they got to figure out a way to bring him back, and then towards the end they have like a big battle with the Decepticons, and he comes back and saves the day. And it got real boring after the first one.
Hmm. I've never really been a big Transformers fan like that, so
Oh man, I love that. That's my childhood right there, man. The cartoons and the toys and all that. Like the movies suck. I didn't like after the first one. It was like the same storyline. It got boring. Yeah,
Sergeant
that.
Pepper versus it's a what?
Now I was saying to Eric, like yeah, like the animated series I could watch anytime. The movies I don't care for.
True. Yeah, Ronnie, I love the movie Claudine. I haven't seen that in years though.
Favorite Sade album. Love Deluxe is my favorite. That's the one I always go to. And Promise, great album.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna go stronger than Pride.
Even her greatest hits is fire. Like she got her greatest hits is like one of the best. Reg, do you wear Tim? Same wants to know.
I used to wear Tim's. I don't really wear them like
So
that.
what is like you as a fashionista? What do you wear during the cold winter months, like on your feet? Like if there's snow on the ground in Carolina, what do you wear?
I mean, I have like some boots. Like I have some boots, and I have some like white Pumas and stuff like that. I used to
Right.
have Tim's. They got too tight on me.
So do you prefer like what, like polo boots or
I never really rocked polo boots. It was just
right,
some. I wouldn't really say like these cowboy boots and stuff like that, but
right?
it's like some hard ass boots
I
just
feel
to
you.
break ice with. That's what I can really best explain
Right,
it.
right. So you prefer the cowboy boots over Timbs,
Not necessarily, because I love some Tims,
right?
but at the same time, I'm not like a big Timberland fan like that. Unless if it's like the traditional, the
Right.
light brown ones. Those are the ones I would rock. I used to have these dark
Oh, you mean like
brown ones.
the construction joints?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's like the classic one. Everybody, that's the go-to one for a lot of people. But
yeah,
then they have like the different like flavors and like what's everybody's favorite Timbs? We don't really talk about fashion on here. We should.
yeah, yeah.
What's
I
like
mean,
everybody's favorite Timbs, if anybody can remember? Because they used to have like flavors off of like food, like the blueberry Timbs. I had those. They had the mac and cheese Timbs, the beef and broccoli.
beef and broccoli.
Yes, like it was like some Timberland chuckers, and like the colorway was like brown and like a dark green, like almost like when you order Chinese food and you get like the beef and the beef strips with the broccoli with the sauce. It was like that colorway. So that it was like a street name. That's what they would call it, the beef and broccoli Tim.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Mac and cheese was my favorite because I just like that tan color and the construction one. So I always used to rock those. I still rock the construction ones. Um, they had the was it the chocolate? Not I think it was chocolate cheesecake. I might be saying that wrong. They had something with cheesecake in it. They had like different dope colorways for Tim's.
Bro, low key, man, all this talk about Tim's is making me hungry right now.
Beef and broccoli, chocolate cheesecake,
Cause
mac and cheese.
I never heard about this shit.
Yeah, and that's a New York thing. That was like early 2000s. We was rocking them. I mean, we still rock them now, but it's like that was like a 2000s thing in New York. So like if you was here in like the winter time, like 2000, 2001, you would see a lot of people rocking it, the beef and broccolis or the mac and cheese. You know, the blueberry ones. I didn't see too many people. I mean, I had them, but I rocked them once in the blue. Like blueberry, you have to rock with like some blue jeans. You couldn't rock it with everything. Fettuccine Alfredo Tims. No, I don't think they didn't have that. Maybe Freddie Gibbs to get a deal with Timberland and release his own edition, the
Right.
Alfredo Tims. You know what I mean? But nah, we didn't have that. But they had Timberlands like the truckers that they had like it would be like the color equivalent of fettuccine. So you can get Tims that look like that type of color.
Better vocalist, Isaac Hayes or Barry White. Oh, Barry.
Barry had an elk band with him too, yo. Like both of their bands were ill. Like Isaac Hayes' band was ill. Barry White band was ill.
For real.
What up,
It's crazy.
brother Encino was good. Happy New Year. BJ wants to know how we met.
Oh, how both of us met?
Yes.
Oh, we were in another podcast when we met. No.
And our crowd just followed us from that podcast that over here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody talks about Barry White anymore. We got to put some respect on Barry. I don't think we've done a Barry White discussion.
That is true. I was trying to get some more albums from Barry White too.
Right.
But I'm down. I got a good amount to be real with you.
Have I watched Sailor Moon? Yeah, I used to watch Sailor Moon when it came on in the early 2000s in the morning time on what they used to call, well, it wasn't the CW. Was it the CW back then? Or was it still WB?
WB.
It was WB. When it was the WB, it used to come on in the morning time, and then they would have Pokemon and then Transformers Beast Wars. So I watched a lot of Sailor Moon back then. I don't got it on DVD though.
Yeah, I used to watch Sailor Moon back when it was on Toonami.
Yeah, Toonami was on there too. '70s Queen or '80s Queens? I want to
That's
say
hard.
like '70s Queen for me. You know what I mean? Queen is another group we didn't talk about yet. I definitely want to discuss some Queen stuff. You know, News of the World,
Yes.
that album. I'm forgetting the other album. Name of the other album.
The Game.
The other one.
A Night at the Opera.
Night at the Opera. That joint. I was about to say Night at the Theater. Night at the Opera. That album. Those two are like my favorites. Definitely. Queen is a great group, great band. Denise Williams or Minnie Riperton.
Minnie Riperton.
You didn't like Denise Williams, right?
I love Denise Williams. I just don't like that. Let's
Oh,
hear
you
it
don't
for
like Let's Say It for the Boys, okay? And that song was like a hit, but it was so cheesy at the same time.
even George Duke, the collaborator, didn't even like the song.
Oh wow, Footloose.
Yeah, but like I didn't really care for her when she did gospel. I mean,
Mhm.
I didn't hate it though. I just didn't really listen to it like that. Ronnie, I told you this. It's one of them cheesy songs. I've never liked the song. The chorus is stupid. I mean, let's
Yo,
hear it for.
man, I remember listening to that as a kid. I'm like, yo, this song is too happy. It's too cheesy. And that's before I saw Footloose. I didn't even see the movie back then yet.
See, I never seen Footloose.
It was cool. It's not my favorite Kevin Bacon film, but I mean, it was a that was an iconic '80s film. It was alright. It wasn't great to me,
See, to
but they,
me,
they played that song in the movie, so they were dancing to that song.
yeah, I'm not like a big fan of dance movies like Saturday Night Fever. I like
Right,
Dirty Dancing, but
right.
Fame was decent. I mean,
Hmm. See, I used to watch the TV show for Fame when it used to come on.
I've seen a little bit of the TV show.
Yeah,
I never loved
'60s of
him. Oh, go ahead.
'60s Aretha or '70s Aretha.
70s.
Hmm. I have no answer for that because I came in on the '80s with Aretha. So
Ooh. I mean, she had some heat in
is
the
our
80s.
'80s stuff like considered great like the '60s and '70s?
Me personally, I feel like her 80s stuff is just as good,
Hmm.
but it's a bit too on the poppy side on some cases.
Right.
Because I just heard her Jump to It album months ago for the first time, and I loved it.
That was a good album. I
Yeah.
like the song she did with George Michael.
Yes. Oh my
That was
God.
dope. Yeah. Rest in peace to both of them. Favorite Richard Pryor movie.
Mm.
Um, Harlem Nights, classic film.
Still crazy.
Is that a stand up?
Now that's one of the movies he did with Gene Wilder.
Oh, I didn't like him in Superman 3.
I never seen Superman 3, so
Him and Christopher Reeves, I did not like that. That they basically made that a comedy.
shit. I liked him in Car Washed.
Car Wash was, yeah, that was dope.
What? You got to believe. But to me, Richard Pryor live in concert is the best stand-up film ever.
Right.
No one
That
never
was
talks about that one as much
that
as
was good.
Delirious.
Hmm. Delirious was good. I love Raw more than Delirious, but Delirious had his moments.
Yeah, to me, Raw is much better though, but
Yeah.
Delirious is more iconic. Y'all remember when Jamie Foxx roasted Doug Williams?
Cruise was good.
Oh, Cruz, my main man. What's up?
'70s Richard Pryor or '80s Richard Pryor?
Ooh, that's a hard one because in terms of stand up, I feel like he was just as good.
Right.
I can't even answer that right now. Ooh, the Mac. Yes. Another movie nobody talks about.
Right. My reason, mm, Puffy in an interview a long time ago said that he used to look at Big and he used to not well, he didn't come out and saying so many words that he envied Big for rocking the crowd, but he wanted to do exactly what Biggie was doing, being an artist. And what happened was he was like when Big was out in California, they were already working on No Way Out in California when he got killed. So he was already planning on being an artist. My whole thing is Puffy's car was right behind Biggie's car when they shot it up, the Suburban. You mean to tell me nobody in Puffy's car saw anything? They didn't see no car, the license plate, how many people was in the car, anything. Las Vegas is open to the public. That's a public street that Biggie got murdered on. Like nobody saw anything. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really take time to breathe. Like he just went back and brushed out "I'll Be Missing You," which wasn't on No Way Out. That was like a song that they added later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's too many things. I just feel like Puffy know more than he was saying. They investigating, or they supposed to be investigating Puffy because they feel like they said something about he paid off gang members.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You know what I'm saying? Why would the government be investigating Puffy paying off gang members? You know what I'm saying? Is just a lot of things that I feel like it's somebody within Biggie's circle. If it's not Puff, it's I even put out there it could be Faith Evans. Faith Evans had a lot to gain by doing that because she's Biggie's widow. You know what I'm saying? Once Biggie died, immediately his estate is turned over to her. You know what I'm saying? And she would have a right to, if anybody had a reason to kill Big, it would be her because she's been cheated on by Big with Charlie Baltimore. With he got Little Kim pregnant, and she couldn't stand Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I think, and who would really suspect Faith Evans pulling off a murder like that? It would, everybody would say it was Suge Knight, or you know what I'm saying? If it's not Suge, it's Puffy. But Faith would be like the least suspect in that whole case. And people, when I said that, people thought I was crazy. Like, oh, it's not Faith. You don't know that though. We don't know. We don't know how conniving Faith can be. Faith Evans got pulled over for with cocaine by the cops. So if she could do that, she can do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt like Puffy know more than he's saying. He don't have to directly be the one behind pulling the trigger, but I think he know more than he's saying. And I've always felt like that for years. You know what I'm saying? And he's just a shiesty cat. In the industry, people know that he's a shiesty person. You know what I'm saying? The Locks wouldn't have nothing to gain from doing that because the Locks were like learning shit from Biggie. Anytime you see the Locks in the interview, they praise Biggie for the shit that he was teaching them from a long time ago. They were coming up under Biggie. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have no. What would they have to gain from killing Big? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like I always felt like Puffy for some reason more than he's saying. I could be wrong. I just felt like Puffy lying.
Well, since we're talking about conspiracies, let me ask you all this: Do
Mm,
y'all really think Kurt Cobain killed himself?
I do. I don't think. Well, I know I used to hear, but but all of those like rumors come out now. Like you hear, oh, Kurt didn't kill himself. Somebody killed him. Kurt Cobain was depressed, Joe.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You can hear it on Nevermind. That was a classic Nirvana album. You can hear it on that album. Like he was depressed soul. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody depressed are gonna kill themselves, but he didn't get the help that he needed. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe that he killed himself. I don't think anybody else killed him. You think somebody killed him?
No, because I've heard rumors that Courtney Love or somebody from the label has something to do with it.
Why would somebody from the label kill him? What kind of dirt he had on the label?
Right.
Was
They
he
was,
into like Illuminati and shit? What you know what I mean?
yeah.
And if it's not something like that, I don't see why would the label kill him or I mean Courtney Love, I think she loved him. I don't think she would have did that.
Right.
If you could pick an 80s soundtrack to add, what would it be and why? An 80s soundtrack I don't have? I don't like too many 80s soundtracks. There's like a couple, Ghostbusters 2 was a great one. I had that on cassette. I don't have it on CD. But Eric, if you want to get that from me on CD, you're more than welcome to. Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack was great. Beverly Hills Cop 2 soundtrack. Um when was Batman? Batman was 89, right?
Yeah.
Batman soundtrack was classic, but I got that one already. That was a great soundtrack. I'm not really a fan of the 80s soundtracks, but The '90s soundtracks is a whole different story. That was a lot of those soundtracks are classic. Jadakiss was in. Yes, I know, but I don't feel like the Locks had anything to gain by killing Big. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Little Kim, there used to be a celebrity psychic, and he had his own show, and Little Kim went to see that psychic, and they have that episode online. When she went to see the psychic told her it's somebody within your circle that you know, that you and Biggie know. That could only mean a couple of people: Puffy, Faith, Junior Mafia. Somebody said, who said the Locks was in there? Was it Ronnie? BJ said the Locks. I didn't even know the Locks was in the car that time. Could be the Locks. It's somebody that both Big and Little Kim know in a circle. They didn't say no gang member or somebody else. They said somebody within a circle that they both know. And if it's an artist, it's pretty much somebody that we know too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Puffy is still, even if that's really true, Puffy is in that conversation.
Shit. Who knows? Who knows?
Hell Up in Harlem, that was a great film. Uptown Saturday Night. Crush Groove soundtrack. I forgot about that. That's a good one. I never did get that one. Underrated movie. I'm not saying it's Faith Evans. I'm just saying you never know. If she would be the least anybody would think of to pull that off.
If you know, you know.
You know what I mean? Who had the best verse on 4321 remix? Who had the best verse on that? That's a debate because I always go back and forth with DMX verse and with um with Method Man verse.
Yeah, DMX versus classic.
DMX verse was crazy. One Day After Dark, fire. Classic, classic posse cut. Um, Scarface, the soundtrack. The hip hop version though. I mean the motion picture one is good too, but the one that they released with the hip hop joints, that one definitely is a good one. Who's That Girl soundtrack? I got the 12-inch for that. I don't got the actual full soundtrack. I just got the Who's That Girl 12-inch single. Favorite Amy Winehouse album.
Ooh,
The first one was it Back to Black?
that's the second one.
What's the first one?
Frank.
The second one. That's my favorite. The Back to Black joint. The one that Mark Ronson produced.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Frank to be real with you.
You like that one? I never heard that one. I thought that was like an EP or something.
Oh no, that's a full album.
That's the first one. What song came out off of that one?
Tick the Box.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've heard the album, but I definitely gotta do a review on that album soon.
Can you do a DMX impression, Reg?
Hmm. Yeah, for that.
Oh my god. Yo. I've never heard that before.
These niggas, we niggas, we trying to eat up this bitch.
That's exactly how you talk too, yo.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I seen that. They got the Batman. I just seen that like last year. Like I've never seen that till now. In the black case and all that.
Wait, you talking about the Prince soundtrack or the
Yeah,
other
it's like it comes in like a tin case with the Batman logo on it. I saw that like last year, and I had the soundtrack since '89, and never seen that special edition.
Yeah, I never seen no special edition. I didn't even know it had no special edition.
Yeah, I think it's only on the vinyl though, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's only for the vinyl.
Possibly.
I was shocked when she passed away. Who's Amy Winehouse?
Yeah. Yeah, that shit shocked me. I was like, no.
You ever seen her documentary?
I haven't seen the whole documentary. I've seen
Amy.
parts of it.
That shit like almost 3 hours long, yo.
Yo, that
It's
George
on.
Michael
I think it's still on Netflix, but it's like almost 3 hours long.
that George Michael documentary is amazing.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I love that
Oscar didn't
song.
save her.
Praying for Tom. I love that song. What?
Registered music encyclopedia.
Shit, I just know my shit, man. Fuck.
Mm.
Cause there be some motherfucker that just down there, they think they know the shit, but they really don't. So, but I appreciate the love.
Watch for the Hook. That was fire. Cool Breeze and Outkast, Goody Mob. Underrated album, underrated artist.
Yo, BJ, that question is so blasphemous right now. I cannot even pick. I can't even answer that, yo.
But he said he can't choose.
Sam Cooke or Otis Redding? Hell no, I can't even do that.
They got the soundtrack, or Batman soundtrack.
Yeah,
I got the soundtrack already, but I never knew they had a 10 case for it. Amy Winehouse's birthday. Oh, okay. September 14th was her birthday.
mm,
Mm.
MC8. Have y'all heard the remix of All for the Money before?
All for the Money?
Yeah,
By who?
MC8.
The remix?
Yeah,
No, never heard of remix.
that remix is fire, yo.
Is this like faster or what?
It's more mid tempo, not
No.
too fast.
Oh, I never heard it. I love the original version. Like, why would you want to have a remix of that?
Shit, sometimes it's risky. I mean, not all songs deserve a remix, and I'll be first to say All for the Men does not deserve a remix, but I still like the remix better.
Right. Ashford and Simpson versus Peaches and Herb. Wow.
Let's put in Simpson.
Wow.
I say that because there was actually a couple of different peaches too. So,
Reunited.
yo, Eric is dying. But Loki reunited by Peaches and Herb. I love that song though.
Yeah.
But you cannot deny the chemistry Ashton and Simpson had, even songwriting,
Hmm.
singing and shit. Let me ask y'all this: um, Peebo Bryson and Roberta Flack, Tonight I Celebrate My Love, or Stephanie Mills and Teddy Pendergrass, Feel the Fire.
Peebo and Roberta.
Okay, yeah, I'm about
Oh,
to
the
go.
Batman sound. Are you talking about the actual motion picture soundtrack joint? That joint. No, I love the Prince soundtrack. That's the way that it is.
Yeah, I
It's
love
for the
that song.
CD.
Cutie Pie.
Huh?
Ronnie said, "Y'all remember that song Cutie Pie by Wonder Warrior?" I love that song.
I don't know that song. Does anybody sample it?
Yeah, Anderson .Paak sampled it. That Cutie Pie, you're
Okay.
the reason why.
Oh, it's for the CD. Okay, I thought it was for the vinyl. It's for the CD version. Teddy and Stephanie.
Yeah, I was watching Jamie Foxx's stand up Unleashed and Unloaded or some shit like that.
Hmm.
And he was talking about how rappers are so hard and shit like that. Yeah, that's why Tupac and Biggie that they kept rapping about that.
Troop was soaked vocally. Oh man, Troop was
Silk.
good. Yo.
Yeah, I'm looking at Silk.
Troop Silk was dope. Troop was underrated. Alicia Myers, if you play your cards right. It's
I
not
never heard
ringing the
that.
bell to me right now. Do I know this song?
I don't know the song, so
Alicia Myers, if you play your cards right. I gotta hear it. It's not ringing the bell to me right now. Speaking of Sailor Moon Crystal. I never saw that. Three Times Dope. I remember. I remember the name. I can't tell you the song right now. What they made. Favorite Kid and Play song. And there's so many. Probably Funhouse. Next question was dope. Girls at the Door. Energy. I have a lot of Kid and Play songs that I like because that was like one of my favorite groups at that time. Underrated rap group. I hated when you buy these anime box sets. One side be English dubbed and the other side be straight. Yeah, they don't have no subtitles. That's how the Japanese, the kung fu films are like that. The subtitles are only in Japanese or whatever.
that's crazy.
But the subtitles, I think the subtitles fit. See, I don't know if I could watch a kung fu film in English because I'm so used to watching them with subtitles. So it's like it's weird now. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Like if you watch Once Upon a Time in America, it's subtitles with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be kind of weird. Like I don't think I've watched a kung fu film with like English dub. I don't know. Might have been. I'm trying to think of any that I remember.
It
Most
takes
of the
the
kung fu films, huh?
I'm saying it takes the authentic away sometimes. And shit.
Right, right. So if you like the Shaw Brothers films, like they don't got English dub with those films. So you know, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That was all subtitles. That was all Japanese. That wasn't no English dub with that. Oh, it's in a long box on CD. How much is it, yo? Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack. You ever heard that, Reg?
Never heard of Ghostbusters soundtrack.
Classic soundtrack, yo. Bobby Brown got 2 songs on there. He got On Our Own and he got a song called Get Back. And they played both of them in the movie. On Our Own, they played in the film and they played Get Back in the closing credits. They got New Edition on that soundtrack on DMC, Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew. Classic
Oh,
soundtrack.
Gotta
Underrated.
hear it.
Yes. Yeah, I think you would like it. I don't hear nobody talk about that soundtrack either.
You talking about the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he said they got it still in the long box. Yo, remember the long you don't even remember the long box packaging.
I remember Long Box.
You remember that shit?
Yeah.
You ever bought any that was in the long box?
I never bought any though, but I saw like the Dangerous Long Box and stuff like that.
Right. The long box they got rid of, I want to say like 95, 94, 95. They got rid of them.
Oh wow.
But yo, that's OG OG. If you find CDs in long box, that's OG copy.
Shit, that's authentic, man.
I definitely need to get that Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack, yo. That's OG copy with the long box. I wouldn't even throw it in the long box. I would keep that shit just for a keepsake because they don't make it no more.
Hell no. Yeah, I'm using the bathroom real quick.
Favorite song Love Finesse produced. Um, favorite song Finesse produced. It's probably gonna be something from The Awakening because I don't remember everything he produced for everybody. Um, I like what's that song? The joint he did. What's the name of that joint? I forgot. He basically talking to. I think MC Light was on that joint, but I forgot the name of that joint though. Better lyricist, Nas or AZ. Nas definitely. AZ is underrated. The most underrated MC from New York, in my opinion, with Cormega being second. Definitely has a slept on discography.
Who has a set on discography?
AZ
Oh, I definitely agree with you on that.
definitely slept on joints. And he's still dropping joints now, yo. We waiting for Do or Die Part 2.
That shit was supposed to come out 3 years ago.
Now that shit should have came out like 10 years ago, man. When he announced it, because basically 10 years, he announced it 10 years ago, and he just been dropping like little videos here and there, but we ain't getting no album yet. Like, you need to drop that this year, you know. Favorite character from the Bernie Mac show?
Bernie.
I guess Bernie. That's who else was there? I mean, the wife. You like the wife?
I did.
You like her because of how she looked, though.
Nah, she was a good kid. I mean, her and Vanessa were other good characters too. But to me,
Um,
Bernie was just Bernie's show because it was Bernie.
favorite song Lord Finesse produced.
Suicidal Thoughts.
I'm trying to yo. I'm trying to remember the joints he did on the Big L album, but I can't. I don't remember all the songs he did on there.
Did he do MVP?
I was about to say MVP, and he did Street Smart, right?
Yeah.
I thought he did that, but I wasn't sure. I was like, I know Showbiz was on there, and that's got a lot of joints, man. Yeah, Brooklyn Nets, they got a shot now. You know, Harden first game with them had a triple double. I think he's the first player to do that with a new team. Kevin Durant had like 40, 42 points tonight. I thought they should have beaten Orlando more, but I know it's the first game with Harden, and they have to get accustomed to him. Good
Right.
win by Brooklyn. They're the favorites right now in the East. I don't know. We'll see. I think Boston's still gonna give them a run for their money. Maybe Milwaukee. Vinny Paz versus L Bill.
Still Bill.
Who has better albums or just lyrically? Lyrically, I'm going with Paz, but discography wise, I don't know. I think Ill Bill got. I don't know. That's tough because I haven't heard. I've heard more Ill Bill than Vinny Paz albums though. But Vinny Paz recent stuff is just as good. Like if you listen to his last album as above so below, that shit is fire. The one before that, the Pain Collector, was fire.
Yeah, I never really been a
Um,
big Benny fan like that.
huh?
I never really been a big Jeremiah Interest fan like that.
Right. That's a slept on underground group, man. They were dope. Even La Coca Nostra when they were all together. Um, Il Bill recent album, what's that Medusa album? That was fire too. But I liked his the album before that more than Medusa. The Hannibal Hulk, that was fire with him and I think Stu Bangers was on that joint. That was dope. Yeah, the Dougie Fresh song Spirit, that was played in the movie too. That was a fire soundtrack, yo. Definitely. Favorite movie scene from Poetic Justice. What's your favorite scene? Reg is like sleeping on his own live stream, yo. Y'all see this shit?
I'm not sleeping. I'm watching TV.
What's your favorite movie scene from Poetic Justice?
Oh, that's easy when they whoop Chicago's ass and shit like that.
Oh, on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and Tupac took his hairbrush and threw it in the water and shit.
I'm sorry, but Regina King and Guy Tori made the movie. I'm sorry.
What?
Yes, I said
Made
it.
the movie?
Yes, I
What you
said
mean
it.
she made the movie? That scene alone made the movie for you?
No, I said. I mean, I love Janet. I love Tupac, but to me, Regina King, Guy Tori, I was more interested in their story than.
Oh, because they were like a runaway black couple.
Yeah.
Like, but you see that every day. You see that every day in society. You know, Brenda and Guy Tori couple.
But if I was to pick a second favorite, it was when Lucky called Justice a bitch, and she's like, "Nah, I ain't no one to just pull the."
Oh Lord.
And she was legitly walking.
Janet was in her feelings.
Shit.
I don't know. A favorite scene. The cookout scene was good when they were like they went to the other people's cookout
Right.
and they were taking their food and then just talking or whatever. That was cool. Everybody goes to that scene with Guy Tori's character getting his ass beat. You know,
You ain't buff.
right? I mean, how many damn times could you brush your hair in one day, yo?
But shit
You
still ain't
still
got
had
no.
I'm like, yo, what is he brushing? You got a bald fade, my nigga. Like, what are you brushing? I never even brushed my hair like that. I'm like, bro, what is he brushing on the sides? You have nothing on the sides. What are you brushing? Reg said, BJ said to Reg, Prince is an underrated guitarist. Yeah, he didn't mention Prince, right? Did you mention Prince?
You mean my top guitarist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did? But you had
Yeah.
Prince like way down on the list though. You had Jimi Hendrix like number 1.
Yeah, I had Prince like my top 7, top 8.
Top 7.
Yeah.
So who's in your top? Who else is in your top 10 though?
Okay. Jimi
Are you
Hendrix.
putting Slash in there or no?
Yeah, Slash might be my number 10.
Okay.
Hendrix, Jimmy Page, Frank Zappa, Jeff Beck, Chuck Berry, Prince, Mick Taylor from the Rolling Stones, BB King, Slash.
And no Lenny Kravitz?
I got Lenny Kravitz. He's in my top, maybe top 30, top 40.
What about your boy Keith Richards?
Keith is top 20.
Top 20?
I'm more of a fan of Mick than Keith. And I'm not talking about Mick Jagger. I'm talking about the other Mick Taylor.
Right. Eddie Van Halen?
Top 20. Damn.
Richie Sambora.
From Bon Jovi, right?
Yeah.
Top 30, top 40. Mm.
Like,
Clapton, he's more top 20, but I've never been a huge Clapton fan like that in terms of
right.
guitars.
Eric
Yeah,
said
man.
Eric said to send him my shipping address. Reg, so I could just send it with Reg. 'Cause Reg got it.
Okay, yeah, I'll email it to you, Eric.
Favorite Aaliyah music video. Um, I really like the 1 in a Million video. That one
Yeah,
was dope. And she like dancing with the other guy.
she's laying in the
Um,
carpet and stuff like that. Yes.
right. Oh, he had some body video that was dope too. Where they all like dancing, and she like in formal wear with them and all that. That was dope. Cool G Rap. Oh, better lyricist, Cool G Rap or Rakim. A
Oh,
lot of
jeez.
people got Cool G Rap over Rakim.
Damn, that's a
How,
hard one.
how, how about that for a versus battle? G Rap against Rakim. Who winning that?
I wouldn't get mad, but my question is, will they actually do it?
I mean, if they did it, who's winning that? Because I don't know.
Ooh.
I think I'm siding with Rakim.
Yeah, I'm about to go with Rakim too.
But G Rap though, see G Rap. See the thing is, other than okay, after 534, does he have another classic?
After 4 5, yeah, Roots of Evil.
Would you say it was a classic?
To me, it's a
And
classic.
and and after and for Rakim after Book of Rhymes, he has a classic album.
You mean after 18 letter?
$18. My bad. After 18
Nah,
letter,
nah.
a lot of people like the Master,
The Master was good, but it's not a classic.
right? Um. Oh, they had. Oh, Eric said they had Live and Let Die in the Long Box also. Oh, shit,
Oh
I haven't seen
wow.
that shit in decades. Oh, what the hell? They they got the long box CDs, Reg.
You said what?
They got the long box joints. I ain't seen those since I was like 13, yo. Better lyricist, Mace or Cameron? Cam, but Mace is slept on. Harlem World Mace, that was my shit, yo. Like I ain't think nobody was fucking with Mace back then. But Cam definitely. Cam discography is so solid, man. That dude from that black dude that was on that R&B IG live. He said he was doing Cam's discography next week.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because he mentioned that when they were going off that he's gonna rank all the. He's doing an album ranking like from Confessions of Fire to what's his recent shit? The Purple Haze 2.
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to that yet. Purple Haze 2.
Yeah, I
Like
didn't
he's
get it.
ranking them, and I seen like people saying like, what's your favorite Cam album? And nobody had I'm like the only one that put Purple Haze. Everybody had Come Home With Me. I'm like, what? You like y'all really don't like Purple Haze?
Yeah, Purple Haze. A lot of people don't like that.
That to me is like his best. Come Home With Me would be like after that for me, and then SDE. Better vocalist, Michael or Janet? Oh shit, I ain't picking. 'Cause I love both of them.
Michael.
You think Michael was better vocalist?
Hell yeah, I think Michael's better. I mean, Jenna was good too, but Michael was better. I'm just saying.
Better lyricist, the Jizza or the Guru? I like the
Just
Jizza better.
in terms of songwriting, I say Guru is better.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I never thought Guru was a great lyricist, yo. I
I can't
never
get mad.
thought. I never like Guru was great over Premier Beats, but then you like being that Premier worked with so many other people, you can hear other great lyricists over that same Premier production.
And you know
You
what? I
understand? Like
can't.
Guru was dope. Like he had his own like rap style, but I never thought he was like a great lyricist though. Maybe it's just me.
You're right, because he was like he was like a crazy lyricist. He was like a very calm
Right.
lyricist. I
But he
can't.
had like he got hip hop quotables though.
Oh yes.
Lemonade was a popular drink and it still is. That's one of the best ones. They put that shit on mugs and t-shirts now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He definitely killed that Dwick song. Like I get more props and stunts like Bruce Willis, a poet like Langston Hughes, fire.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy though?
Mhm.
Niggas hate his verse on the wig. I'm like, what?
They hate his verse.
Yeah, like they don't like the
Nah,
lemonade.
man.
I'm like,
That's one of my favorite Guru verses ever.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like something magical about that collab with Nice and Smooth. It's like they were in the zone on that joint.
You know what's an underrated Guru performance? Lovesick from Step Up in the Arena.
I was just playing that yesterday because the album anniversary was yesterday.
Yeah,
Step in the Arena.
I love that song.
That's my favorite song on that album. To tell you the truth,
I think that's my favorite. No, no, no.
like it's not my favorite gangster album, but that's my favorite song off of that album.
Executioner for Chump. That's my favorite.
That was dope. That was dope too.
See, that wasn't like a crazy lyrical song, but he still made his point with that one. But to me, the Suckers Need a Bodyguard. That's probably his best lyrical song, if you ask me.
That's your favorite joint.
Yeah, lyrically, that's my favorite Guru song.
Take it personal. Another joint where he had like some quotables on there. Rappers are
Yeah,
art. You can't own no loops. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you know he was going after YZ on that verse, right?
Right, right.
That's crazy.
Fire joint, man. Like Guru had quotables, but he just wasn't. I didn't put him on that level with like Nas and Rakim,
Nah,
but he was great. He fit with Primo's production. Like he had that voice for it.
do you feel like
Favorite
Lil?
Solange album. I like Seat at the Table. That was
Oh yeah,
dope.
yes.
That was a dope joint.
To me, that's a milestone in R&B.
That's definitely her best album in my opinion.
Well, to me, the Soul Angel in 2008 wasn't that bad either. I
That's
like that.
dope.
Yeah, niggas don't talk about that one.
The Seat at the Table is the first time I ever heard a Solange album. Like I ignored her when she came out before.
And you know what it is though, bro? That was the same year Lemonade came out. Wait, 2000. I think that came out
2008?
2015.
Right,
2015, 2016. That was the same year Lemonade came out, and
right,
everyone just got so crazy about it.
right.
But mind you, niggas don't talk about the first two joints though. That's that crazy shit.
Killer Season was dope, underrated album. I like that more than the actual film. Uh, the acting was bad in that Killer Season movie. It was not good. Um, but he had some joints in there. Wet Wipes, that was fire. Forgot the other joint he did. I think Hell Rell was on that joint too. Better lyricist, Buster or 50. Buster, that's not
What
even a contest.
the fuck?
Buster all day. Better lyricist, J or M. I don't know. I love both of them. I'm gonna go with Jay, and it ain't because I'm from Brooklyn. I'm just going with Jay. Eminem is in my top five though with Jay, so they both in my top five all time. Um,
I'm about to go with Jay Z too.
lyrically, but M said in the interview he had to he had to learn how to rap again because he was on drugs. That's
Yep.
how bad it was for him. He had to learn how to rap.
Have you heard the Encore album?
Which album?
Encore.
No, I'm talking about recently. He said he had to. Is he talking about the encore time or you talking about now?
I thought Tony was talking about the Encore relapse
Oh, you talking
time.
about encore? Oh, I thought you was talking about like now. You have to learn how to rap again.
Oh nah.
Nah, but even with the Encore, yeah, Encore album was bad, but he regained himself after the Encore album. Like the Relapse was a redemption album for him. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
agree.
I like Recovery. A lot of people don't care for that album. Marshall Mathers LP2. There was some joints that was okay. It's not a great album compared to the original one, but I can listen to Marshall Mathers LP2 over Kamikaze and Revival. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not saying a lot. Better lyricist, Slick Rick or LL? LL,
Slick Rick.
definitely LL. Slick Rick is a great storyteller, and he have his own style of rapping too, like the way that he rhyme. Like he can like I've heard songs where he say shit like the chandelier get jealous of the jewels that he got. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was rhyming like that back then.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like else, like Slick Rick just had his own lane. Like he still got his own lane. Like even with his jewelry game and his fashion and shit, nobody dresses like him. You know, like he was the original Two Chains before Two Chains. This nigga
Two.
had like 20 chains on. He was like Mr. T back in the 18 era. Remember when Mr. T had on like 50 chains around his neck? And we thought that was swag, and then we saw Slick Rick pull out the dinner plate medallions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was something to beat. Nobody is beating his jewelry game ever. You know what I'm saying? Man, people has been inspired. Like Ghostface had like that big ass eagle on his arm, and he had Capadonna had that big ass dinner plate medallion and shit. But nobody is beating Slick Rick's jewelry game.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? He's just in a class by himself. Even like his eye patch is like diamond encrusted and shit. Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. I like Volume 1 more. Uh, Part 2 was dope. I know they were talking about doing a Part 3 at some point.
Ah man, well, I wonder when that will come out.
That was supposed to the way that he did it, like he was supposed to set it like 20 years after the second one. Remember when the little girl, the little Vivica Fox's daughter was in it?
Yeah,
She was gonna take over in Part 3, like as a grown up.
I
But
can see
I
that.
don't but I don't know. That's how they planned it. They planned it through like 20 years after Part 2.
As long as they don't fuck it up.
Right. Favorite Tarantino film. Um, I love Jackie Brown was great. Inglorious Bastards, underrated.
Mm. I'm gonna have to go with Django.
Django was great too. I mean, Leo was a bitch in that film, yo. He was mean as hell in that film.
Why this
Better
nigga
lives.
Jamie?
Huh?
Why this nigga Jamie Foxx twerk?
What you watching?
What if his stand-up specials from like
Uh,
2002?
favorite better lyricist, Fredro or Sticky? Sticky for me. Fredro's underrated though. Um,
Now this nigga trying to sing and shit. I want to hear this bullshit.
better lyricist, Master P or Wheezy? Wheezy for me. I'm a big Little Wayne fan.
Master P ain't no lyricist.
He's not a lyricist to you? Little Wayne's not a
Hell,
lyricist to you?
no. Master P isn't a lyricist.
Well, Ronnie says different. He thinks Little Master P is a lyricist.
Oh wow. I mean, there'll be some times where he surprises me, but for the most part, he's just a busy. Even he said he's not a rapper.
Right. Freestyle Fellowship versus Hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics all day.
Freestyle for me.
Freestyle Fellowship was dope. You know what I'm saying? But Hyro, man, that was like the West Coast version of boot camp for us over here. You know, like Casual, Extra Prolific, underrated. Dell, of course, still underrated. Souls of Mischief, still underrated. Pep Love, still underrated. Guapale. They had like an all star lineup, yo. Like all dope spitters. Like that's a crew. Like there's certain crews in hip hop you don't want to get into a battle with. Like Hyro, even though you had that classic battle with Hobo Junction and Sophia, but yo, with like everybody wasn't a part of that battle. Like if you had to battle like everybody in Hyro and like Wu, that shit would be a battle. Or like Wu Tang or no boot camp, that shit would be a battle. I'm talking about like boot camp when they started Sean Price. That would
Right.
have been an epic battle, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like Hyro, I was always a big Hyro fan. Like from when Dell came out with Mr. Dabalina, and when he dropped the second album, No Need for Alarm, that was a huge thing over here. I used to see the posters all the time in the subway station. And when of course when Souls dropped 93 to Infinity, classic, classic. They don't get enough props. You know what I'm saying? Like they got their own day. Like what other crew got their own day? Like they got their own day in Oakland. You
That's
know what
that's
I'm saying? Boot camp over here, boot camp got their own barbecue. They got their own cookout every June, but it's not an official like day like how Hyro got out there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Boot camp got their own avenue, their own street named after them out in Staten Island. But they ain't got their own day. Well, they got Woo Wednesday, but that's like some shit that we made up on social media. But you know what I'm saying? Hyro need to be discussed more. 'Cause I feel like even now they don't get the props they deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Especially
Even
doing
Sophia is underrated as well. No?
I said especially does not even get mentioned.
Right. Yeah, Dell. I always felt like Dell was underrated, and maybe he's comfortable being like that. I don't think he's looking to be mainstream. Like he's comfortable where he's at. You know. I missed the question. What he said? Who would have been better, Big L or Pun? Oh wow.
Hmm.
I think both of them would have been better. I think if Big L was alive and he went to Rockefeller, he would have blew up. And Pun was already big before he died. First Latino rapper to go platinum.
Exactly.
He would have added more plaques. You know, better lyricist, Ja Rule or DMX, definitely.
Yeah, but
Little Wayne album. My favorite is Carter 3 and I like his mixtapes too, like dedication mixtapes, the Carter 3 sessions, all of those mixtapes that came out. No Ceiling.
the leak
Um
was
yeah. I like I Am Not Human too. That was dope. Got some joints on that. Um yeah, No Need for Alarm was fire, man.
better lyricist Foxy or Lil Kim. Or Foxy.
Fox. Yes, definitely. Encore could have been an EP. It should have been an EP because there's only like 8 songs I really like on that album. Everything else was just bad.
Damn, that's more than me.
I know. I gave it when we reviewed the album. I gave it a 2 because it's like 20 songs on there. It's only like 8 or 9 songs I like on there really that I could really like play and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bad album. Like you could tell he was on drugs. He just had like bad shit on that album.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't sound like I don't know what to call it. It didn't sound like a real Eminem album. Exhibit versus Rashcast. Rashcast lyrically, but I like Exhibit's like first 3 or 4 albums more than Rashcast.
Wait, so you like At the Speed of Life more than Soul on Ice?
No, I mean as a whole, like if we talking like lyrically, to me, Razzcast is stronger. But if we talking discography, I like Exhibit's discography more than Razzcast. Razzcast after Assassination, I didn't listen to nothing from him after that.
True,
Like I
true.
listened to like when he dropped the when he what's that album he dropped the not Soul is it Soul on Ice 2?
Yeah,
But not the last joint. It was another album that he named Soul on Ice or some shit.
yeah, the first one,
That was what like when was that, like 2018?
'96. The first one.
No, not the first one. I'm talking about the recent joint he did.
Yeah, that was Soul on Ice too.
No, not the last album. There's an album he dropped before that one. But the I thought it was called Soul on Ice 2 as well.
Hold on, let me check.
After Assassination, I that's when like I really, because he had like a whole bunch of, remember he was on the run from the record, he was on the run from the cops in New York, and he was like still doing music over here while he was a fugitive. But he was dropping like little EPs and mixtapes. I didn't listen to none of those joints. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of that, I listened to the Blasphemy album with him and Apollo Brown. That was dope. But his own stuff, like after Assassination, I didn't really check for his stuff after that. Exhibit though, like Exhibit, his first like everything up until like from At the Speed of Light to Man vs Machine, Man vs Machine. I like those albums. But like his first like 3 or 4, I fuck with.
True. But low key, Razzcast's unreleased Golden Child album was dope and stuff.
Right? Yeah, yeah. But that's unreleased. I never heard that joint. They pushed that's in the vault or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I never heard it like the whole album together, like in its entirety or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like the collab album he did with Apollo Brown, that was dope, underrated joint. And I forgot the album he did. Like I want to say it was 2018 he came out with the album. I listened to it because that album had the RZA. The RZA was on that album with him. He did like a feature with the RZA on there. I forgot the name of that joint, but that joint I listened to. I like some song. I didn't care for it, but Assassination to me was like his last good album, and that was like during the Bling era. Like what was that? Like 97 that came out, 98,
98.
90, right? That joint was fire. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, he was on the run. He did like a lot of mixtapes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't listen to those, but Exhibit to me got the better discography, but Razzcast to me is the better lyricist.
Respect.
Are they both underrated? Like these are artists that nobody mentions when it comes to lyricists. It's always J.M. Black Thought. I'm like, what about the West Coast got some dope ass lyricists too that nobody mentioned? Evidence, underrated. Opio from Souls of Mischief was underrated, in my opinion. You know, as well as Rask. I've been saying Razzcast for years. Chino XL.
I thought Chino was from Jersey.
Well, I mean, you know, he might be from over here, but they live like his residence is over there. Like
Okay.
Corrupt from Philly, but his residence is in California.
Oh, okay. I feel you. I feel
You
you.
know what I'm saying? Corrupt, another underrated lyricist that nobody mentions. You know,
Yeah, because niggas always be on Snoop's dick.
and to me, Snoop is not a great lyricist. Like he got a classic album, he got some solid albums after that, but I never felt like he was a great lyricist. Maybe it's just me. I don't know how other people feel about Snoop's lyricism.
I mean, he's a solid lyricist. I mean, I like old Snoop lyrically better.
You like it old Snoop.
Yeah.
Warren G, underrated. I saw Warren G in concert 1994 when he came out with Regulate, and he killed it at Madison Square Garden. Dope ass producer. He doesn't get the props he deserves, unfortunately, because it's always about Big Brother Drake. Warren
Right.
G is definitely in that conversation, though. And for what he did, for not being on death row and going out on his own and telling Shug, fuck you, I could do my own thing, and he proved Shug wrong. He got to be saluted, and he don't got not just one good album. He got more than one good album. You know what I'm saying? Like listen to I Want It All. That's a solid album. The second one, I like some songs. I don't like the whole thing. I like some songs off the second one. The G
Return of the
Files
Regulator.
with Nate Dogg, that was fire.
Return of the Regulator was dope.
Yeah, Return the Regulator, that joint was fire too. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a solid discography as well. Better lyricist, T.I. Ludacris. Ludacris, better lyricist. Again, T.I. to me have the better discography though. Like his first six to me, I fuck with. I could listen to any of those first six T.I. albums. Ludacris to me, I stopped checking for him after Red Light District. But I like the mixtape he did, the Gigawatts, that Gigawatts mixtape. I think it was like 2011, 2012. And I like the Battle of the Sexes album. That was okay. But I don't think Luda fucking with T.I. discography though. I think T.I. got the better albums, but he's the better lyricist, in my opinion.
Yeah, I see your point.
Who you going with, Reg? You got Luda?
Yeah, lyrically Luda. I just feel like ever since Back to the First Step, he's always lyrically been better.
Better lyricist, Tupac or Biggie? Biggie to me is better lyricist, but Pac had like the heartfelt lyrics. Like Pac made you feel what he was going through.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? I don't even think it's a fair when people compare those two. I don't even think it's fair because Pac went out longer than Big, and all we got is like 2 albums from Big, and the Junior Mafia album that he wasn't even all like on the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like an unfair advantage for Pac.
I can see your point, but
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, when we talking bars, then I got Biggie definitely. But Pac made you feel his lyrics. It was more heartfelt.
Pac like everyone in this world.
Ray Sean is asking, are you watching Robot Chicken right now?
Yes, I am.
Damn, people hear what you watch. I don't even hear what the hell you watching.
Like I just be watching like the weirdest shit just to see if people can really see.
I love Robot Chicken. I got season 1 on DVD. That was a great show.
I like the early seasons.
Huh?
I love the earlier seasons.
Yeah. Planet Asia, yeah, Planet Asia, another underrated lyricist. Still doing it. Like I think his stuff now is even better. Like the stuff he's doing with 38 Special. And killing it right now. I think he got an album with Mussolini that just dropped. Chino Excel, yeah, that's an underrated joint.
Yeah, I love
Michael Kelly, what's good? Michael Kelly's from Seattle. You got a new subscriber, Reg.
Oh, what's up, Michael? Welcome
Michael, don't mind Reg. You know he half asleep at 2:34 a.m.
Ain't nobody asleep. I'm just chilling.
You watching from Seattle. Salute to Seattle and the Seahawks and the Mariners.
8-Ball or MJG versus Ghetto.
I can't even tell, yo. Y'all got some good ass ears. It's like they right there with you, Reg.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't even hear what the hell I know he watching something. I can't like tell what it is though.
You know, I'm gonna play some very crazy shit. I'm gonna see what.
Reg's gonna put on some porn and he's gonna tell you to name that porn. Name that porn scene and shit.
I'm gonna play some really crazy shit right now.
What's my opinion on the Jordan? Ain't no debate. Jordan is the GOAT, man. LeBron would be the GOAT for this generation because the kids didn't see Jordan growing up like us. So that would be their Michael Jordan, or the summer would be Giannis or Steph Curry. But Jordan is the GOAT, and after Jordan is Kobe for me, and then LeBron. I don't even think LeBron better than Kobe.
Man, I would put Michael Jackson over fucking LeBron and shit.
No, we talking about sports here. Michael don't play ball.
No, I meant Magic
Oh, you
Johnson.
as far as like GOAT status? Yeah, definitely,
Johnson.
definitely. Like the thing with LeBron, yes, he was the chosen one. The problem is you can't call yourself the chosen one when you jump ship from many different teams just to chase a ring. When you leave
Exactly.
Cleveland to go to Miami, then you leave Miami to go back to Cleveland, then you leave Cleveland to go to LA. So what's gonna be what happens when you get tired of LA? You want to go come to New York? We don't want you here. Brooklyn is already packed. They already got their 3 stars, so there's no room in Brooklyn for him. Where's he gonna go? You know what I'm saying? So you can't like Michael Jordan never jumped ship from the Bulls to go anywhere else. Like he got his look. This dude was so great that he got his rings. He left the sport for 2 years after his pops got murdered. Played baseball, came back, and then got another 3 rings. Who can do that now in this day and age in any sport? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's how great he was. And then at the height of their he left when they were on top. He could have came back and got another couple rings. He left while they were on top,
Oh,
and to go
oh,
to the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? And he ruined his last couple of years playing with the lousy ass Wizards. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
This is the GOAT. Like I'm a Knicks fan, a born and raised Knicks fan, and I hated Michael Jordan when we played him in the playoffs every year. Couldn't stand him. Right? Even then, I knew he was a great player because great players like that, they're undeniable. You can't deny their talent. But I couldn't stand him when he played my Knicks. Every other team he could bust ass and I would root for him. But when he played my Knicks, I'm like, nah, we got to beat Chicago, and we just couldn't beat them. That's just that he was just that great. Like we couldn't get past Chicago and Michael Jordan in the Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? The same way that for a couple years the Lakers couldn't nobody could get past Shaq and Kobe, or when after Shaq left and San Antonio stepped up and they had they team with Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili and Tim Duncan. Nobody could get past San Antonio. They were just great. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, LeBron is a great player, but there's an asterisk next to his name because of how he got those rings compared to Magic or Isaiah or you know or Larry Bird. Like they got their rings on that one team. They didn't jump ship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And today's athlete, especially in the NBA, they make these super teams to get rings, and it's like people ain't gonna look at you, especially the old schools. They're not gonna consider you a legend. You're a great player, but you're not gonna be considered a great legend with the other greats because of how they went about getting those titles. They don't do that in baseball. They don't do that in no other sport. It's only basketball.
Because it shows the athlete to be egotistical too, in a weird way.
Right, exactly. So then when you see James Harden was egotistical and he forced his way out of Houston, Houston gave him everything. They gave him the money. They gave him whatever play you wanted. You wanted Chris Paul, they got Chris Paul for you. That didn't work out. He left. You wanted Westbrook, they got Westbrook. That didn't work out. He left. Brought in John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. That didn't work out. Then he wanted out to go play in Brooklyn. That's the power now that these ball players have. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if James Harden win a ring in Brooklyn, they're not going to consider James Harden a legend. They're going to consider him, oh, he was a good ball player, but the way you went about to get that ring, it's going to leave many be like, oh, well, they're ignoring him. They're not going to. You're not in the greats with Larry Bird and with Dominique Wilkins and Karl Malone. They don't see them like that. And that's
Right.
how I see LeBron. LeBron is like, yo, like you a great player, but you're not Jordan. You know what I mean?
Peace, Ray Sean.
All right, Ray Sean, be good, man.
And you know what's crazy though? I have to say this.
Mhm.
There was a lot of people talking shit about Kobe before he died.
Right.
Like a lot of LeBron fans talking mad shit about Kobe, but then
Mhm.
once Kobe died, you had Kobe's this, Kobe's that. I was like, yeah, okay.
I
But y'all
mean,
know,
man, like, and nobody's perfect, man. Like, Kobe made his mistakes. He paid for it, and he came back from it.
right?
And that's just what it is. That's how, people need to just, look at it. You know what I'm saying? He was a great ball player, and he was a great dad to his daughters, and and whatever things that went on with in his marriage, that's between him and Natalia. What's her name? Natalia?
Vanessa.
Vanessa. My bad. Natalia is one of the daughters. You know what I'm saying? So that's on him. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's perfect, and he already paid his dues for that. I think it's fake. To me, I think it's fake how like a lot of those people that they had shit to say about Kobe before, like Shaq, they come back and they do a U-turn about what they say and say, oh well, I love you, Kobe, but you wasn't saying that when he called you out for your marriage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When he exposed you and nobody believed him then, and it turned out to be true that Shaq was cheating on Shawnee or whatever. Kobe was the one that brought that shit to light.
And that's one thing I had to side eye Shaq about too.
Right. It's like you can't throw stones if you stand in the same glass house, Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Kobe fucked up in his marriage. You fucked up in your marriage,
He's like, ain't nobody
and you
perfect.
dated a chick from a reality show
Oops.
for your marriage. And how many kids Shaq got? Like mad kids, so you know what I'm saying? And they all like big. They all playing ball. So it's like you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody's perfect. Like you can't throw stones when you in the same glass house, man. And I think that's fake because that main reason that they didn't get along is the reason why he left LA to go to Miami and win a ring with D Wade. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, many years later, oh, he's all buddy buddy, but you wasn't buddy buddy with Kobe when he was saying that shit before. He started like a Twitter war with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Saying that Shaq is the one that carried the team. But you was there before Kobe and y'all was still losing. Y'all wasn't getting no rings before Kobe was there. 96, 97, back when they had Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones, they wasn't winning.
Nope.
Once Kobe started, once Kobe was coming off the bench when he got drafted. Eddie Jones was starting over Kobe, and Kobe was just so great that when he came off the bench, he was the first player I believe in the NBA to get voted in the All-Star game that was coming off the bench. He wasn't even starting. What player now in the NBA could do that, where they could just come off the bench and get voted in the All-Star game? You know what I'm saying? That's how great Kobe was. When Kobe started, when he actually started, that's when they were really winning. They wasn't winning before Kobe was starting. You know what I'm saying? So Kobe is the main reason why they won. It wasn't because of Shaq. They could have traded Shaq and kept Vladdy Divac, and they still would have won championships. They could have gotten Lamar Odom instead of the Clippers and still would have won. They could have gotten any other center and still would have won with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Jones was a good player, but he wasn't Kobe. Which is why they traded Eddie Jones to the Hornets, and they let Kobe start, and Kobe took them far.
It's about to be 1 year since Kobe died.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It seemed like just yesterday he passed away.
Well, Kobe dying was just a sign that 2020 was going to be a fucked up year.
For real. That's when everything started. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Better lyricist, KRS-One or Rakim? Oh shit.
Don't do this tonight.
Yes, do it. Do it.
Roddy,
We need this debate. Do it.
to me, lyrically, I'm gonna have to pick KRS-One by a landslide.
I still got Rakim. Rakim could hang his hat on his lyrics. Even if he have a shitty solo discography, his lyrics is hard to beat.
That's true, but KRS-One, he can go for the juggler sometimes too.
Yeah, he can. He can. KRS-One definitely can battle anybody, I believe.
But Rakim's my all-time.
Rakim hasn't been in the battle in a. What's the last battle he been in?
That's my point. He never really been in the back, and no one
Right.
wants to tell.
Because people scared to battle him, exactly. Just like people scared to battle Nas, other than Jay. Jay wasn't scared because Jay got an ego. People are still scared to battle Nas.
Mm,
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know.
You don't think people are scared to battle Nas? Just because Dipset battled Nas don't mean they won. Jim Jones was a fool to battle Nas, but he was brave. Like MGK was brave to battle Eminem. Don't mean he was gonna beat Eminem, but he was brave enough to step to the plate and do it.
And that's what I said. Nelly was brave to battle KRS One.
Right. But he was dumb for doing it. He was dumb because he was gonna lose. There's no way in hell he was beating Karis. You can be brave and stupid at the same time. You know
Like
what I'm
when
saying?
has boys wanted to battle Nas and shit.
Right. Right. Everlast want to battle Eminem. Come on, Everlast. You know what I'm saying? Or Fred Durst. Like, come on, really, Fred?
Or when Bone Thugs his Mafia had that beef.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Dipset was brave to battle him in state property. Don't mean they was gonna beat Nas though. I think Nas could have took out everybody in state property, including Beans. You know what I'm saying? Beans would have been like the last. Hold up! Don't tell me you about to say Beans would have beaten Nas in the battle.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Like Beans would be Beans like state property would have been like the King Cooper's children in Super Mario 3. When you have to battle each kid in every level to get to King Cooper. You know what I'm saying? You would have to go through PD Crack and the Skin on Sparks. They were always lousy to me. And Freeway, all of them to get to Bowser. Bowser would have been Beanie Siegel. Nas against Beanie Siegel, Nas would have beaten Beanie. That would have been a dope battle to see, but I think Nas still would have beaten.
yeah, that would be a dope battle. Way better
You know what I'm
than
saying?
Memphis.
The Broad Street Bully against Godson. That would have been what? That would have been crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's an underrated battle Nas had? Nas and Cormega. I never hear niggas talk about that one.
I never hear nobody talk about it because I don't think it was a real battle.
I
But I don't
mean,
think Cormega would have beaten him.
hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Cormega is I say AZ and Cormega, the two most underrated MCs in New York. I don't think Cormega would have beaten him. I don't even think Mega could have beaten AZ. I like AZ style better than Mega. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
State property would have been Bowser's kids. Each level you advance to Bowser. Bowser would have been Beans at the end of the day. You have to say
Wouldn't,
Beans for last.
wouldn't Bowser
Huh?
be more Jay Z though?
Hmm?
Wouldn't Bowser be more Jay Z? I'm just saying.
No, but Jay wasn't afraid of Nas though. Jay already felt like he was the king of New York. So he already had that cocky ego already from Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we already know Jay was gonna happen because he wasn't afraid of Jay-Z. Not afraid of battling nobody. He's not afraid of battling LL. He could battle LL if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z and Nas, people are afraid to battle. But I feel like people would go after Jay than they would Nas. Because Nas is like that's a whole different level from Jay. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to battle Nas would be like Raiden from Street Fighter. From Mortal Kombat. You don't want to battle Raiden. You want to battle like fucking Kano and shit. You know what I'm saying? You have a chance against Kano than Raiden.
Bro, I miss when hip hop beats were more dangerous.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Just like with BDP. You didn't want to battle BDP back in the day. And it wasn't just KRS. You had D Nice with them. You had Miss Melody. You know what I'm saying? Heather B was, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine all of them still down with BDP and you have to battle D Nice. D Nice was nice. People forget that. And
Hell, even
Heather B still got balls.
Scott LaRock was talking
Scott
mad shit.
LaRock, right. You know what I'm saying? That was a crew you didn't want to fuck with. Juice Crew was crazy. Like collectively, that's a crew you didn't want to fuck with. Kane and Master Ace and G
Craig.
Rap, huh?
Don't forget
Craig G, yo, that's a crew you don't want to battle. You have a better chance of like, go battle fucking ABC than the Juice Crew. You know what I'm saying? So You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can be brave and still stupid. They were brave enough to battle Nas, but they were dumb. I just feel like they were dumb doing that. I'm like, y'all really gonna, but Jim Jones of all people? Not even Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones wanted. I'm like, I never looked at Jim like like he was a dope lyricist. I still don't think he's. I think he's a dope artist, and you know he made himself into an artist. He was dope for taking the point like going the independent route. But he ain't fucking with Nas. He ain't got no album that's fucking with Nas shit. Jim Jones'
Mm.
best album. What is Jim Jones' best album? What would you say? Diary of a Summer? El
Nah,
Capo?
El Capo.
Even that, even those two albums ain't fucking with none of Nas's shit. None of Nas's classic shit. Not Illmatic, not It Was Written, not I Am, not Godson, Stillmatic, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like the fact that Jim went out and he didn't wait for Cam. Even when Cam was on his bullshit, he said, I'm gonna do my own thing. And that's what he did. And then he made Bird Game. And rest in peace Stack. He would have made Stack a huge star. Max B. People still craving Max B shit. You know what I'm saying? So I respect Jim for that, but he ain't fucking with Nas. I'm like when he called Nas out on I'm ready on I really mean it. I'm like, y'all really going at Nas? Y'all really Jay-Z has something to do with that, I believe. I'm like, y'all really riding with Jay now. There's no way in hell, even with Dipset as a whole, Nas would have destroyed all of them in Dipset. The same way he would have destroyed State Property if he really wanted to. And he was, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z woke up a sleeping giant when he did Takeover. Like Nas was ready. That's why he gave us Stillmatic. That was a classic album. That's why he gave us Godson. Godson is underrated.
Right.
He was in his bag at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think nobody was fucking with him on that level. I'm like, come on, man. And these are like discussions we had like before they battled. I remember having that discussion in 1999 before that shit even popped off in '01. And telling people like, yo, I'm from Brooklyn, and I'm telling you, Nas would beat Jay-Z in the battle. Cause I didn't feel like even back then we knew Jay wasn't on that shit that Nas was on. He was on the radio friendly mainstream shit. That's his thing. The women, big pimping. That's your thing. His shit wasn't like I Gave You Power. He can't make a song like that. You know what I'm saying? One Mic. He can't make no song like One Mic.
Yeah, he
You
can't.
know? Second Childhood. He can't make no song like that. His shit. What's the dopest storytelling track Jay-Z's ever made? What? Meet the Parents?
You Must Love Me.
You Must Love Me. Nas is deep. Nas always been on a different level than Jay to me. Literally. That's how we saw him. So that's why I was like, yo, Nas would beat Jay in the battle. That's just how he is. You know what I mean? Favorite song from the Lost Boys.
It's your favorite song?
Yeah, from the Lost Boys. My favorite song, Renee. I love Renee, but my favorite song probably be Lex Coops. Lex Coops. Demons Benz, that joint.
Yes.
Love that joint.
I'm gonna have to go with Love, Peace, and Happiness.
Yeah, Shaq dated Hoops. Yep. Favorite Lost Boys album. Legal Drug Money. Classic. The second one is dope too. Love, Peace, and Happiness. What's your favorite D'Angelo album?
That's a hard one.
I actually like Voodoo more than Brown Sugar because I
Same.
like the production with Questlove overseeing that project and like the anticipation. Like see like it was heavily anticipated because that he already made a name for himself with the first album, so we were waiting for the second one. You know what I'm saying? And then like like he had the Devil's Pod joint from the Belly soundtrack that was also on the album, and the single Left Right with Meth and Red. That's a great album. I love both albums. Both albums are classic, but I love Voodoo a little bit more than Brown Sugar.
Yeah, I might have to go with Voodoo, but Part of me also wanted to say Black Messiah too.
That was dope too. It's been a minute since I heard that joint. That was dope too. Thanks, Antoine. Favorite member from the Lost Boys, Mr. Cheeks.
Mr. Cheeks.
Definitely. I mean, Spig Nice ain't say shit. Pretty Lou, he ain't really say too much. It was basically Mr. Cheeks and Freaky Tar. You know?
I was stay on for about 5 more minutes and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Beast from the East. That was fire. That was a dope collab on Love, Peace, and Happiness. We talked about that when we talked about the Cannabis album.
Yes, sir.
Cannabis killed that. Redman did his thing. A plus did his thing on that.
I kind of like Love, Peace, and Happiness a bit more than Legal Drug Me to keep it a buck with you.
That's not bad because I mean I think that's an underrated album too. The second one,
Yes.
he had some joints on there. Why was like one of my favorite joints on that, and Me and My Crazy World. He had some joints on there. Definitely had some joints. What happened, Eric? You said wow.
I guess because of what I said and shit.
Love, Peace, and Happiness.
Yeah.
That's definitely an underrated album. I don't really hear too many people mention that album when it's the Lost Boys. It's always the first album.
Yeah, like I love the first album too, but I just felt like production wise, Love, Peace, and Happiness was a bit
Reg is
more.
watching SpongeBob. You watching SpongeBob, Reg?
Yeah, I told you I was gonna be watching some random stuff just to test y'all.
Oh my god! I don't know how y'all hear that shit, man. Y'all must have bugged Reg House or something, because I don't hear none of that.
For real. Yeah.
A plus, yeah, the Latchkey Kid. I never heard that album. Like, is it good?
I had never heard that album either.
The A plus album? Never heard the A plus album. I remember when it came out though, but I never bought it. Better lyricist, Corrupto, Rascas.
Corrupt.
I still gotta go with Ras, man. Corrupt is underrated, but I don't know. Ras is on a different level with his wordplay and shit. Corrupt used to be good. I think he fell off though. He took too much drugs.
He did.
I think like Death Row Corrupt, one of the best. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listen to like Dog Food album, he was dropping some gems on that.
I would say everything up to 2001 was good.
Right. So you're not like a fan of Cali's Active?
Not really.
Right. Dora the Explorer, that's what you watching?
I was like, okay. I was like, y'all bugging my house right now.
Yo, Sam is in your house right now, bro. How he know everything that you watching? Dora the Explorer, wow.
Oh shit. They got this show here? Oh no, you gotta buy it. Fuck.
Dope. Oh, it's on it's like AZ word. I gotta check that. Interesting. 92 to 2001, Corrupt was in his prime, Ronnie said.
I agree.
Definitely. He killed. Yeah, the shit he did on Doggy Style was dope. ABC. 90s Beyonce or 2000s Beyonce? 2000.
2000.
And that's when she really was big. 2010s Beyonce? Nah, 2000s Beyonce, definitely. 2010's Beyonce. Now she's like the first lady of the White House now. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you have to get like if they have to pick a celebrity to be in the White House, it would be Beyonce because that's how like her fan base is now. It's like White House first lady status.
Exactly.
I'm not huge on Beyonce either. I got her first album. Her first album I love. The other ones is hit and miss me. I'm not like a huge Beyonce fan. I'm not part of the Beehive and shit. Reg likes her stuff more than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Beyonce album, Reg?
Lemonade.
Lemonade, really?
Yeah.
I thought you would say like B-Day or something.
B-Day is cool, but it's not like one of my favorites.
Right. Corruption. Corruption is your favorite album, Hector?
I hate that album.
It was okay. It wasn't great though. It's not a great. That's a double album, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't a great. Even the stuff Drake gave to him wasn't great on there. Dangerously in Love. Yeah, that's my joint. That joint was fire. I couldn't tell right now what Reg is watching though, so it's amazing that Sam could do that. You still watching Dora the Explorer?
Nah.
What are you watching? What is he watching now, Sam? You probably gonna say Sesame Street or some shit.
Antoine said I like him more with Destiny's Child.
A lot of people do like him more look at Destiny's Child. Reg took off the volume, so y'all can't really tell. Y'all can't tell what he's watching.
I turned it up just a little bit just to help y'all out.
I don't know what you watching. I can't tell. I hear like a bunch of like screaming in the background and shit. You could be watching a horror film for all I know. Is that Halloween you watching?
Nah. It's close though.
It's a horror film you watching?
It's a cartoon, like a horror cartoon.
Beetlejuice.
Nah.
13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo.
Nah, but it's close.
Adam Family.
Nah.
I don't know.
It was a Cartoon Network
Sam's
show.
like, give me a hint. I don't know. That could be anything.
It's Cartoon Network.
Hotel Transylvania.
Nah.
Cartoon Network. What's on Cartoon Network?
Think about a horror cartoon on Cartoon Network. Think about it.
That's on now.
No, it's a classic.
Count Duckula.
Sam got it.
Oh, Courage. Oh wow.
Yeah.
How would I know that? I don't watch Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Really?
Courage was a horror. That was a horror cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. What part of it is horror? Like, what the dog is a ghost?
Nah, motherfucker was dealing with monsters and
Oh,
niggas thought it was scary. I never thought the show was scary though. Like really.
right. Oh Lord.
Oh shit. But yeah, I'm about to end it off for the night.
All right.
It's about to be 3 in the morning. Oh, it's 3 in the morning right now. Shit. Yeah. Thank y'all so much for watching. Definitely want to work on this beef episode and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I would consider Snoop a Dog Pound member.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hope y'all have a good night. Subscribe, like this channel. Peace.
Peace.